You have now reached your destination.
Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. We are here with the Hall of Heroes the third time around to see who our third champion. This time, 3 weeks running, we'll be here with GLG. I'm very, very excited to be here. My name is Orbital. With me is, of course, the lovely Skyfoes, and both of us, I think, are making our first mark here with the Hall of Heroes. I'm very, very excited. Skyfoes, how you doing?
Doing great out here, Orbital. We're getting ready to see some fantastic Overwatch 2 gameplay from Blight GG and Chicago Elite. This should be a good series for all of you tuning in.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time, and of course here with the Hall of Heroes, let me run down exactly what you are looking at. So this is a single elimination bracket with a best of 3 format for each round. It is a free entry with a $50 prize to the very first team, and it is every Monday, sponsored by Community Gaming. So thank you and big shout out to them for putting this on, and hopefully you are entertained. Now, of course, if Overwatch 2 is not exactly your main thing, you can go ahead and sign up for the Pit of Valors as well, which is still continuing. We are on Pit of Valor, I believe 106, which will be next week, because this week is, of course, Thanksgiving. So go ahead, give us a little break. GLG has been working very, very hard. That one has a free entry as well as a $250 prize pool, and that is going to be oh so awesome as well. So make sure to tune into all of those whenever they come up, or even try and participate. But here tonight, we have 10 lovely teams that'll be running through the bracket in this single elimination bracket. And as you said, Skyfoes, we're hopefully having a good time here. 3 maps on the table as per usual: Control, Hybrid, and Escort. And it's going to be, you know, pretty stock standard here.
Yep, and we're going to be starting off with our first round of Control on Oasis, and we should be getting in any moment now.
Yeah, I mean, just no real change, right? I mean, it's King's Row. What else can we say here? It's like we just went to Collegiate Valorant, or not Valorant, Collegiate Overwatch 2 here. It's just like King's Row, play it, have fun, you know, serve it up on a silver platter, whatever you want to say. But, you know, that is an interesting thing to talk about. The fact that Overwatch 2, even though the maps may not have changed, it's of course the difference with a lot of the players that may have come from Overwatch, right? The fact that you're now transferred down to only 5 players, it's a little bit, you know, less manpower to work with, and you have to figure out new strats. And of course, over the last few weeks, and teams have been figuring that out, it's always fun to see the innovation that teams are trying to put in their own unique way.
And when you're talking about hero diversity, we're hoping to see maybe something that's not going to be the standard monkey, but we're probably going to be seeing a lot of that Sojourn gameplay because he did not get nerfed at all. But we're getting into it, and we're going to see how these teams roll out.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. Now, of course, for you Skyfoes, everyone I feel always has those favorite heroes that they like to see. What is a hero that you prefer to see on teams specifically? Like, is there a hero that just feels like it encompasses everything about Overwatch, or are you more of a I want to say hero specific depending on the map that comes out?
I'm hoping to see a little bit of everything here. That hero diversity, like I said, is going to be an amazing thing to see. And it sure looks like we're going to have some different comps coming out of the gate.
Yeah, and of course, right now, I do believe everyone at home is still currently looking at our beautiful faces, so we'll give you a little bit of time to hopefully get that changed over, and we'll see what we can see, of course. But yeah, we're hopefully getting into it and giving you the best that we have to offer. There we go. Now we're currently seeing it. This is what Skyfoes was seeing earlier as well, and we are on the Control to kick things off here. Ooh. Already getting some echo action as well, and that is awesome. So Akua lighting up that kill feed, early frags, and with a little bit of setup and the healing behind it from that Mercy. It's clean, simple, and easy.
We're going to see a little bit more of that poke dominance compared to the other team. Chicago Elite maybe going to be caught on the back foot when it comes to those long-range engagements here.
Yep. And you can go ahead and take a look here, right? Again, Blight GG having firm control here. Chicago Elite, they're trying their best, but with those tanks, with the only tank right in front is Flurry, you don't actually have that much mobility. And you can see here, Blight GG kind of running rampant here with a little bit of the sub healer. Just Sin, of course, just having a blast here, getting their own kill. And then Rusty Goomba stomping away at some members. That's another flush of 3, and Chicago Elite are having so much trouble even getting out of their own spawn.
We're going to see Rusty Goomba pretty uncontested here, even with Vink was out on the Sombra. Going to switch back over to the Sojourn now. We're going to see if that's going to be able to make any changes to get him out of the gate a little bit closer to the point.
Yeah, And I'm not sure, honestly. You're taking a look here. Cal gets absolutely dominated here. And of course, in comes that Mimic. It is going to be a slaughter here as Akua just blind fires away and is able to snipe away. Finally is taken out by VinQ, but I mean, that's not, it feels like it might not be enough. 65 and counting with the side of Blight GG. They took point first and have not stopped at all.
Yep. Chicago Elite really gonna need to pull something out to come back from this. They're also gonna be down those assault advantages, but we're gonna see what they do.
Yeah. And right now, the main thing is just trying to spread out some of those kills. They have taken down the Doomfist, which is now the tank, of course, as you've seen. Of course, Sin setting up with a little bit of healing. Akua on the back lines, swapping into the DPS and just cleaning up again. 91 and counting. Blight GG cannot be stopped.
That point's going to go over to Blight GG first. We're seeing a lot of that Akua and Rusty Goomba and Sin, the three of them really running rampant in the backline of Chicago Elite. Even with the Sombra from earlier, it really just seems like they don't have an answer yet.
And it's and that is a little bit worrisome, of course, if you're a Chicago Elite fan. If you're here to tune in, I mean, they're up against some stiff competition here, and you can go ahead and see what they're trying to pull out here. Cal swapping things out, as well as Ishigo, who is working on that Bastion. It's one that some players have took a little bit of offense with, and even in the months after it's been released, it's, you know, the question of, is it still, you know, that meme pick? Is it actually viable? Right now, Blight GG, though, saying, hey, give us a chance here. We're going to run the exact same comp, not even worry. Akua, Fedora Master, still sticking with their trustees and Sly and Sin on the same. Rusty Goomba, though, with that Doomfist, is still looking like an absolute Chad, ready to get in everyone's faces.
We're going to see Chicago Elite coming out with a little bit of a different support and damage lineup. You're going to see if Ichigo can make some work happen on that soldier, but it seems like Vink is going to get taken out real early there.
Oh yeah, not even a chance. And I mean, Fedora Master having a blast with the hammer, swinging hard, swinging true, might not be getting too much, but a frag here and there. That's going to be Blight GG cleaning up again with a team kill before they even caps, and now the cap goes down. Most of the ultimates sitting at about 20 to 30% with Akua on 43.
Now, once again, we're going to see Akua just absolutely being able to dominate Chicago Elite in the air, even though they have those two pretty decent long-range characters to deal with. Any flies flying up there, but Akua finding a pick early.
It's so easy. It feels like Akua every single time. Every other kill feels like it's that Echo's choice. And here with the tank being taken out, that's one of the most damaging parts. Akua chasing that down, just cleaning house on the back line. I believe that's Cal that they're trying to zip out. And no, it's actually Flurry. Flurry now killed. Down goes Darth. And it's just as easy as pie. Up goes Rusty Goomba, and down comes with the strike. Can't really find anyone, but creates enough space. And again, they don't really care if they win the fight or not. It's just keeping Chicago Elite off of that point and sectioned off from the rest of the map.
Chicago Elite also really having a hard time even getting out of their spawn to get on a point. Seems like Blight GG is going to give them a little bit of room to breathe here. But it's too little too late as Ichigo falls again early to Fedora Master.
Just blue all day long. Blight GG have no worries in the world, and it's another team kill. Ishigo going, man, what the heck can we do? And it feels like Blight GG are just unmatched here right now. They are going to be one of the teams to watch here moving into the rest of the tournament.
As they round the corner here, we should expect to probably see the Kitsune Rush come out. Wonder if they're going to get any value off of that, and here it comes.
It's just going to be so easy. Again, backline is taken out. Down goes Flurry's mech. And D.Va should fall as well. Ishigo now tagged out. And it's just one after another. Blight GG, it doesn't even matter. Fedora Master getting in there with the little tip of the hat. And it's cleaned up 95% and above. Blight GG rounded out untouched on the point. Game number 1 goes their way.
Real show of dominance from Blight GG. Chicago Elite, it seems they were just constantly caught on the back foot. They never really found their footing. Every time it seemed like they were going to be able to walk into a fight, just one of them fell over.
And I mean, if you were to take a look, I mean, they ran the exact same composition. It feels like they never had to worry about transferring out. I mean, taking a look at Hybrid for the next round, I mean, does it feel like this is going to be them on both an attack and defense side and map? Is this just overall strength from them?
And it really seemed like that Blight GG there, they didn't have to make those meta picks. They just played whatever they want. And even with that Sojourn and that Summer from earlier, it's just going to be real difficult for Chicago to catch back up. It just seemed like they were always playing catch up. And every time that Doomfist just came in there and it destroyed their backline.
And that's actually very worrisome. Again, a little bit more aggressive composition, a little bit more, forward moving. Whereas we did see, Chicago Elite trying to tune around, right? We did see that D.Va come out. I think at the front, we also saw the Reinhardt, right? It's a little bit of a swap of just kind of that defensive, that passive setup. And they just never got past that spawn, so that feels a little bit rough. Going into map number 2 here, we're taking a look at a hybrid map. We are still waiting to figure out exactly which one will be shown here. And I'm a little bit curious. I want eyes on what we're going to pick up here, because I also want to see if Chicago Elite can come out with something, right? When they're actually given the directive, right? You are on the attack. You're on that offensive side. What are you going to do? Or is it going to, again, be Blight GG just kind of stuffing them down, saying, hey, listen, you didn't get a move here. You don't get a move anywhere else. So, I mean, is this going to be seen as Blight GG just in control once again, just dominant all the way through? Or are there some cracks in the armor that you did see that maybe Chicago Elite can exploit?
Well, when you're on that control map, it's really a lot of there's not a huge emphasis on the team play. It's really allowing a lot of those players like Akua and Fedora to really just pop off there and get those kills. And on these hybrid maps, it's going to be a little bit more important that they all stick together, and they're going to be able to maybe pull this one out if they can mesh together a little bit better on that attack.
Alrighty, well, we are going to have to keep eyes on that one and see what they're going to do here as we do get underway. This is a map that everyone knows, loves, or possibly hates. It is going to be, I believe, that King's Row coming out here. Blight GG will be starting on the defensive side, and that'll put Chicago Elite on the attack. And last time, again, we did see the Echo for Akua pretty much all the way through. Let's see if they choose anything else here. Before Chicago Elite really have to take a look at their composition, what they want to go for. Already, we can see some change-ups here. So falling back to what they played before, we do go ahead and see that Reinhardt Soldier 76 as well as that Ashe. So saying we're going to go all the way through and just give us the best time possible. This is just a very straightforward, just, hit scan type of game for Chicago Elite.
Yeah, and we're going to see that difference coming out with Blight GG. They're going to be rolling out on the Lucio. They're going to be looking to maybe have that mirror Ryan matchup, but they don't know that yet. They're going to be trying to walk all over them and just speed in and out wherever they like.
Well, let's see if they can do it here. Rusty Guma coming in with the Reinhardt themselves, and a couple tosses right up to the top side, just clearing out that opening, but not showing up at all, actually giving a lot of leniency in the mid. And now they're going to go at it. Reinhardt on Reinhardt action, but Rusty Guma dumps on them all. May have learned a little bit from Mario and gives them the what for, as easy as they come. It is another team kill for Blight GG.
Yeah, you see that again, that Rusty Guma really just able to go swing for free with the Lucio speeding him in. It's going to be really hard for Chicago Elite to disengage. We're going to see the swap over to Lucio. Maybe they're going to try to get aggressive on their own now.
Well, one would hope. Of course, what can they do here? I mean, not too much for Doormaster, keeping Flurry down, and that's your tank. So now it is damage control by Chicago Elite. Then Ishigo and Darth all falling low. Cal is going to be the next one to fall. And I mean, Chicago Elite, they cannot leave their base over and over again. Blight GG are just completely overwhelming.
You see Rusty Goomba already with the Earth Shatter coming online here. He's going to be looking, and out it comes. Going to be knocking over all the team. And Fedora Master.
They make it look so easy, right? Blight GG make this look easy. And it's another team kill. And every team kill is just putting them lower and lower into this grave. Remember, Blight GG already have map number 1, and this could be one of the fastest series that we see here tonight. Chicago Elite can barely make it past the wall. I mean, they're going to try once again, a little bit straightforward. Lucio bouncing on top of that statue. And what can they find? right? Darth versus Sin, they're just firing away, and they don't even want to test it. Look at it, they don't want to go anywhere else. Flurry only able to take out the turret of Fedora Master, and they're trying to get on the point. Here we go. Akua says, hey, give us that high tide. Let's see what you can bring. And it's cleaning house again. Blight GG. They give him a sweet taste of the point and then immediately rip it away.
If you remember from our Valorant tournaments, we have that clutch counter on the right. I feel like at this point, we're going to need to have a Blight GG team kills counter with how this has been going. On the plus side from Chicago Elite, they're going to be looking at a really good fight because they're not going to have used any of those ultimates. Maybe that's a little bit of positive they'll be able to fight here.
Maybe they can, maybe they won't. The lava coming out. Fedora Master saying, get out of our space. 15-player team kill for Fedora Master, and a Rusty Guma just barely getting healed up here, taking to the low remnants, but Sly and Sin keep him topped off as they take out Ishigo and Flurry once again. Chicago Elite being put in their place here as they have not gotten a single tick. A minute left to figure out what they want to do. It's Ishigo with Bob hoping to make a play.
Yep, we saw that shatter come out from Flurry here. That Bob and that nano boost is going to have to make something big happen in this last minute coming up.
1 minute left to make an absolute difference, and can they do it? Ishigo only able to take out the Sly utility once again, and they're going to try and bust through. Flurry still decent HP, might be able to make their way through, but getting turned around. Akua again cleans it up, and Fedora Master shuts him down. Akua gets a second and just makes it look good. 20-player kill, a team kill to end it off. 30 seconds left.
30 seconds remaining.
It's not looking too great for Chicago Elite here, but Blight GG is going to have 4 of those ultimates coming up in Chicago Elite. Vivink is going to have to make some magic happen with that tactical visor. Maybe Flurry can make some magic happen with that shatter.
I mean, you're hoping so, but again, the first thing they have to do is actually get on the point. This isn't team deathmatch. This is purely capture that point and move the payload. Akua says not today, as it's 2 seconds left. Akua gets another team kill, and it is done. The defensive side of Blight GG just too hot to handle.
We said that this was maybe going to be a chance for Chicago Elite to flex that team play a little bit more, but Blight GG really just able to keep running through. It's a runaway train that they just can't be stopped.
I'm just extremely impressed overall, right? The earlier opening that they played out, that Blight GG laid down, they were hiding off in the wing. They said, hey, give us 2 seconds and we'll go ahead and go in once we see everyone, and it resulted in a team wipe. And after that, Chicago Elite just couldn't answer. So very, very well done. On Blight GG's side, all they have to do is take, I believe, a third of that first control point, and they are good. They will move on into the next round. Blight GG saying, listen, you may have doubted us when we were walking forward, but you will not doubt us now. And I love it, right? The composition again, Fedora Master just saying, give me my same thing. I ain't switching from the Torb anytime soon. And they just aren't. Akua, though, a large transition between the different attackers. And going for the Hanzo. Okay, I like it. Chicago Elite also still waiting for Cal. Cal trying to figure out what support they want to go. I mean, this is just Chicago Elite going to try their best to hold off the awesome attack of Blight GG.
I think going to be switching to that Torbjorn, maybe trying to make some apples to apples comparisons with Fedora Master, but Blight GG is really going to be looking to get those quick fights in and out, those 1 picks with Akua, seeing if he can make that happen here.
Well, let's see what they can do. In comes Sin, getting ready for the boot, flies in, lays down a bit of damage, and looking for a bit more. Gonna watch as the heal goes down and immediately gets back out, but Akua again takes out one of the healers and follows through. Rusty Guma takes out Vin, DPS and healer, and Flurry down to fall as well. Ishigo says, hey, get me out of dodge. And it's not going to be anything anytime soon. Just as quickly as they enter, they take over, and it's all GG. Blight GG finish off the first round in absolute dominance.
Yeah, we were expecting maybe a little bit of a better answer from Chicago Elite there, but they tried their best, but the Blight GG just kept moving too fast for them. No chance for them to catch their ground or any of their footing, even when they expend those ultimates.
It was just power from all the way out. And I mean, Blight GG, they're looking like an absolute Chad right now, and I really like it because I want to see other strong teams show up here. We do have one of the returning champions, the first Hall of Heroes, I believe. We did see Bing Bong Esports take that championship, and they're here now for the third one as well. So to have another team, Blight GG, look like this and be able to possibly give us a glimpse of what the finals could be, very excited to see it. Now, of course, everyone at home, we are going to go to a short break to get our next matchup here for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed that teaser, that taste of what is yet to come, but there is so much more to think about. Of course, if you are interested in playing and trying to see even more with the sponsors that are here to help us out, I'd like to give you a little bit of information about one of the other amazing sponsors, which is HyperX and Greenlight. So shout out to HyperX and Greenlight for supporting the gaming lounge. They are absolutely kitted out over there at the lounge with the HyperX's latest and greatest peripherals. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, you can go ahead and visit the GLG Gaming Lounge over in Rochester and go see what they're all about. It's on the 22nd floor of Innovation Square. Make sure not to miss out. We will go to a very short break, get ready for our second series of the day. So please, we'll see you all in just a bit.
To the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, go, laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, yeah. I got it in tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds. Laugh it to the bank like pedal to the floor, need no brake lights. In the dark, watch it make light. I'm a star, got no stage fright. Please don't get me mad, I'm a nice guy. My baby say I'm cute, yeah, I'm type 5. I be waking up when you go night-night. In a different zone with the time. Laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, go, laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. In it tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds. I get it up, flip it and continue. I've been going dumb, I've been going mental. Going up, I'm on another level. All black clothes like a metal. Little this and this, little Ricky Rick. It's my grandmama, I'm her Nicky Nick. I just wanna love, but I've been hit or miss. I might up and leave, yeah, take a pic. Laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, go, laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, yeah, I got it in tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds, tens, 20, 50, hundreds.
Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Yeah, alright, okay, we get it. No contest. Wait, surf's up, nigga. The world been dying, days is numbered, check the climate, I'm sick of it. Fuck the harebrained scheme to get the riches quick. I played a long game with serene scene and I whip this quick. From the back room to the hearts, I'm in the thick of it. I grind too hard for y'all not to see me a star, bitch. I'm raising a bar like they really pay me to talk. My life been in shambles, but I got handles. I'm finishing at the rim. I remind you time and again that I'm really him. Oh, you ain't know? This shit not just for the show, but bet you entertain. Anybody not for me is below me. Blow me, you in the way. I live my dreams, I got it locked, the master keeping on me. Back in the field, running audibles with the team. Everything I got out the mother, told my truth. I shake that fake shit, they praise you, then minimize you behind you. Just know I notice you. Stay woke, no joke, it really be the ones you closest to. Had to stop sleeping on myself like I ain't know the truth. Oh, this to me like it's really nobody code is this. And if you disagree, then you jaws and your claim get audited. Who you know do the beating and talking and write the harmonies. I'm really convinced there's nobody out here going hard as me. Wish well the dog that claimed belief in me so he could use me. Look at me now, you chose your route, I know you sick to see it. You talk a lot, all that flop, but that shit not harming us. Capping your status, we back, ain't nobody bras us. To the ones that held me down for the count, look at what growth will do. I'm the kid from the cul-de-sac, feeling double sex with loot they pay to play my shit back. Ain't no way I'm going back until I'm fossil fuel to the flame, just like I'm supposed to do. Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know nigga. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. I've been on a job, trying to take it far. I need that ROI, shit I done paid the cost. I'm all in on me, lil' baby she agree, she really been here through the fall. She the only thing I need. I wanna be free, I know that they want me for my ideas so they can line their pockets. Don't hit me to tell me that you give a fuck about me. You don't even know nothing about me, trying to force me on your timeline. You know you need to stop it, I live for more than attention. Might not be your trending topic, put my worth in analytics. I admit that took a toll, I got addicted to scrolling. We know well that get toxic, I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important and let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.
Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me. Want you to grow with me. Want you to grow with me.
Blah, blah, blah.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it.
Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a who line for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust it. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why is you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. All the pictures, dimensions, I don't with your digits. I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Strip it and dip it in bass, slab on everything.
Swimming, you shaking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the Fit Lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell it, most of y'all is flawless. Broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's a since she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10, yeah. Trippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Bend up with the switch again. Boy deliver like he happening. Core with digits, give him estimates. Summer sauce for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby. Skirt the Chevy, make a scene, baby. LABB been the team, baby. Been Papa, word the G, baby. Look, labs till I'm finished. Had a handful of lemons through the hand. Got a bag, now the hands in the business. For my hand, it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been playing with the minutes that they been shoulda gave. And I'm flipping every digit that they been shoulda paid. Had to find a way to get it. No, this isn't what you made. If I ever wanna dip, then I'm brink with the blade. And I'm brinking a blink on the brink of some dumb shit. Watch how I move, cause I know the brink's coming. Watch for the blues, cause I know that they dumping. Nothing in my view, so it's hush on discussion. Hush on discussions, you know what you need to. I keep it in the fam to let you know that I don't need you. Y'all cats be see-through, head nods to peace. You been king, I'm regal, got it in my Abisu. Came through trippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Hold up with it, got my back on Pippin. I'm back in kitchens with the tray. Windows tinted like how black my skin is. Scoop the shorty in it from a J. Swish, she got vision just like any women giving me the kitten. Way before the riches, nothing more to mention. I could light a block of powder or a glisten. Boring on my body, that's a Gora linen. I came through trippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Love is love. Love is love. Adios.
I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Yeah. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Okay, I'ma hit for 20 off a laptop. In a Zoom meeting, making money is my backdrop. Ballpoint base hit harder than a slap shot. Flew out my baby, told her run me like I'm Epcot. Whoa, I've been doing road on the go. Get a bag and flip flip it, that's for sure. Yeah, for sure, sure. That was never talk about nothing. Turn it down and go get you some money. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing it. Eyes on the money, my brothers got my back. Streets moving funny, so I been holding strap. Not playing defense, we been on the attack. Plotting and scheming, how we gon' get it back. Designer all on you, but you can't buy the swag. No mirrors, those foo-foo, I can see the tag. You can bet if I spend this, cause I get it back. I'm 5G, your dollar, I can see the lag. All I ever wanted was to have it all. Got close, never froze, had to risk it all. As a little boy, I wish I was a little tall. Never made the league, I find other ways to let me ball. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing in. Turn a 10-piece to a 20 quick. I got money busting out the money clip. Make a call and hit another lick. Someone get the money counter, I can keep on thumbing in.
Tell them run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch, tell them run it all. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, tell them run it all. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it all. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, don't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall.
Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, don't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Hit for my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench,
so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it. Got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my hands. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in.
Yeah, talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here ready to go for our second series of the day. We are now working into the quarterfinals. These are our top 8 teams, and I'm very, very excited to take a look at what they have to offer. Of course, this time around, we do have the lovely, lovely teams, I believe, of RIT Academy versus Just Average Gamers is on the other side of the bracket. So getting as much glory as we can for everyone. But I mean, I'm very excited. Skyfoes, are you ready? Because I mean, that last game was honestly just very heavy-handed from Blight GG.
RT Academy actually had to win one of the matches before this one to make it up to here, so hopefully we're going to see a little bit more of a competitive game. RT actually being Ben, the founder of GLG, his alumni, so I'm sure he's always happy to see some representation on stream here.
Yeah, always happy to rep that squad. And of course, if you are interested in also helping to rep the squad just as well, let me go ahead and let you in on a couple nice things. Number one is the GLG Country Club. If you are interested in joining any of these tournaments, whether it be Overwatch 2, Valorant, or even some of the other games that we do provide here, you can go ahead and check out all the great stuff that comes with being a GLGCC member to support the GLG initiative and also to help us continue offering such amazing opportunities. What this does get you, if you do sign up for the GLG Country Club membership, is for just $10 a month, you get free entry into all the tournaments and priority access into the GLG tournaments, meaning if you sign up for the GLG Country Club, you will have first access, and only one person from your team needs to have that Country Club membership. So pretty good investment, in my opinion, if you're interested in joining any of those tournaments, such as the Pit of Valor and so much more. Taking a look, though, going back into the fun part of things as we are here with the Hall of Heroes, I'm excited. I'm very, very excited as we're getting underway. I do believe we are going to Lijiang Tower for the first map here, and this one is a little bit more of what we were expecting, right? Oasis a little bit out of right field, but Lijiang Tower, pretty stock standard.
Probably going to see a little bit more of that normal gameplay here on Lijiang Tower. Maybe a lot more of those meta picks. Maybe expecting a little bit more of that Sojourn gameplay, as unfortunate as that might be.
I mean, we keep saying that, and at the same time, I mean, it's, you know, what the players are happy about, right? At the end of the day, it is a game. Enjoy the game. Hopefully you have some fun. But yeah, don't Sojourn just makes some people go a little bit bonkers here. But it is going to be a control here. Blight GG last time was able to close things out in a very quick 2-0 on their control point. So let's see if either of these teams can do the same. Taking a look at some of them, we do see a Sojourn over on the side of Just Average Gamers, or the side of RIT Academy. Working with a bit different utility here. We can go ahead and see, I believe that is Junker Queen coming in there as a tank.
Yeah, RT Academy really coming out here with a little bit more of a off-kilter pick. We're going to see that Bastion coming out, maybe that Torbjorn again, but Link switching over to that Symmetra, probably just teleport them to get to point faster, but see what Link ends up switching back to.
Yep. So we are getting underway here, bouncing all the way through. We can go ahead and see Gingerbeard getting right in front here with Just Average Gamers. Jag trying to set up quite a heavy play, and Minky getting right in the thick of things here. Blue Jay gonna take the first frag, and RIT Academy having a great time here. The shredding is just too real, and Blue Jay with the dirty railgun sends them home packing. RIT Academy saying, we ain't just an academy, we're about to graduate here.
Yeah, Minky really being able to find a lot of that value. If you saw earlier, he just walked in and he took that massive cleave out of that Winston from Kill-A-Lot. It's going to be really hard for them to take a lot of that space, especially with Lank just getting another pick there on a Gingerbeard.
And you can see JAG trying to circle around another way, tried not going through the front door, but the side door blocked off just as much. And they're having no fun trying to enter here. A little bit of an orb, keeping them all at bay here. And Lank diving forward now with an aggressive Symmetra. Oh, the offensive Symmetra. No turrets, no nothing, just a laser and a hope. Forces Just Average Gamers to sit back and go back to spawn.
Yeah, I said earlier, we were expecting Lank to maybe switch off of that Symmetra, but it seems like he's just getting a lot of that value. He's just walking in and they're not finding that answer to that beam from Lank and from Blue Jay. Just constant damage coming out, but it seems like no real answer here.
That actually kind of hurts, right? Just Average Gamers trying to win their way in, but they are just having a tough time. They've been able to exit once every so often, but they always get routed, right? You can see here the chase is on, and someone was able to make it through one of those entrances. I think that was Gingerbeard who was dancing around, but can't even get close to capping. So Just Average Gamers once again washed out, don't really have a whole lot of ultimates to work with, and it's been a pain. Kill-A-Lot now swapping to the Roadhog just to try and find something.
AK Boy 47 here, gonna try to find his way out after stalling a little bit on point. Seems like he's gonna be able to survive, but we saw that Kitsune rush come out from Scomo, that rampage from Minky. Seems like maybe Just Average Gamers finding a little bit of their footing here, but Minky is just shredding through them.
Oh my gosh, Blue Jay says, get out of my house. With only 10% less, Just Average Gamers are gonna try their best to hang on somewhere. I mean, just their hopes might not be enough. The hit scan coming out as Blue Jay sends the railgun powering through, but that's a hook. Kill-A-Lot finds Blue Jay. That might be the catch they want, but of course it's too little too late. And it's the ending as RIT Academy take round number 1.
Even with that Kitsune rush, Just Average Gamers just not able to find their way on the point. Blue Jay just doing his best to zone all of their team out, and they just can't find any space to breathe here. So we're gonna see them moving on to round 2 of Lijiang Tower.
I mean, RIT Academy, they're looking so good right now. And the flexibility coming out from their DPS spells a little bit of horror and worry, right? For Just Average Gamers, you're never sure which DPS are going to be flying in your face. You know, do we have to get ready for that hit scan? Do we have to body block? Or are we going to be worried about that lobbing aggression here? And they're going to work back with the Reinhardt and also a little bit of Reaper action. So bringing it all back, saying, give us that opportunity, please.
Might be a little bit harder here for RIT Academy to take that space, especially with that Reinhardt. Going to be able to hold that big shield in front of them, and that social on the Reaper maybe going to be frying out Minky, but Blue Jay just constantly finding another kill on Afixios.
At this point, Blue Jay is synonymous with getting kills. That's all we're seeing here. On to the point, though, we are for the first time seeing Just Average Gamers trying to contest. You can see a single player still on point, but Blue Jay clears them almost all the way out. It's going to be kill after kill after kill here as Minky finishes it off. And then Blue Jay goes in for that hit scan. It's a battle around the lion statue. And now a jump and a half. Good pull and now a finisher. Minky throws a knife and finds Fizzox. Beautiful job once again as RIT Academy go ahead and cap once again.
It just seems like, again, Minky is making a lot of that space, even with that Reinhardt. And Blue Jay just routinely out-damaging Fixios. If you take a look up there, he's got over double the ultimate charge here. Maybe looking to make something happen. Blue Jay falling low. RIT may be caught on the back foot here.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem here once again, but Social and Gingerbread are able to find 2 crucial frags. Again, that's a tank as well as a DPS down. Skomo, Poppy, and Lake are going to try their best to hold off, but they fire right back. RIT Academy say, we lost 2, no worries at all. Killalot and Gingerbread going to fire away on 2 of their own. And Minky, now reborn and recharged. Poppy is going to fall on their own. Killalot, 96 is now Killalot, Killa dead. Finishing off a few more Physios. Ready to go, and for the first time, Just Savage Gamers are going to cap on their own. RIT Academy going to have to steal that one back.
We're going to see the switch over to the Somber from Link here, maybe trying to find a little bit more of the value in shutting down Killalot. Maybe we're going to see that hack coming out a lot more. But really, it's just a question of Minky, when is he going to find that Valley? That Rampage is coming up soon. Blue Jay popping that overclock and getting one off the rip.
You can see here, RIT Academy are actually a little bit worried about chasing in, right? They don't want to deal with that Reinhardt ulti. They know exactly what it can do, so they got to find a way to bait it out as much as possible. And Gingerbread is Gingerbeard is going to drop that beat drop. And I don't think anyone on RIT side was really expecting to do anything, so a little bit of an ult wasted there, but JAG ready to go on that hold, taking out Physiox is going to be a huge help. In goes the hack as well, and they can kill off Gingerbeard. In goes Mickey trying to clear out space, and they do. Beautiful job clearing out everyone else, and that's going to be the whole. Just Average Gamers fall 1 by 1 as RIT Academy take back control.
Like really finding a lot of value on that Summer. If you saw him, he was bullying Fixios in that backline with Blue Jay. And once Killalot tried to get on point with that Shatter, he just got hacked out of everything. Just not able to make anything connect. It's going to be a lot harder here now with RIT Academy back in control. Going to be maybe looking for those 2 DPS ults, but Minky getting that pick off overclock, not going to be happening anytime soon.
Minky said not today. Social, Physiox, and Gingerbeard all very, very low or dead. Killalot and AK-47 boy all destroyed. Killalot on that Diva. Gonna try and be holding off to help the team out, but getting hacked out is now very susceptible to getting knocked out here. RIT Academy on the hunt, ready to go for some kills and some frags. 83% and climbing, and they do just that, taking 2 more on their own. And Just Average Gamers saying this is a bit worrisome. Again, we do not want to fall here in game number 1, but with 7% left, RIT Academy, I think, have it all but in the bag. In goes that EMP, that little bit of hackathon running through there, and it's going to be OT here, but for how long it goes, nobody knows. Just Average Gamers cannot get on point too long, and finally one more finish off. RIT Academy say, give us map number 1. Killalot just having a bit of fun bouncing in and out of that site, and they're gonna keep going. They are gonna push this as long as they can. I do love this so much, and RIT Academy making sure to try and heal up as much as possible. There we go, another kill, and no time to get back on point. Just Average Gamers fall in map number 1. RIT Academy moved to 1-0.
We didn't see maybe as much of a dominant showing from RIT Academy there, but Just Average Gamers managed to pick up a lot of that point here. Gonna see what Gingerbeard was able to make happen on this Lucio gameplay.
And we can go ahead and take a look. It looks like a couple kills here. I mean, look at the bounce. We love to see it. The boot to take out the enemy Lucio. That's too good. And then the follow-up on the flank there. Very nicely done by RIT Academy. And I mean, this is a squad that also looks to be very, very good. We're starting to see some mainstays kind of make their way out into open ground, and that gives me a lot of hope here.
This may be giving a flashback to the old meta where Junker Queen able to make a lot of that space and value. Minky he was just able to roll through and just barely getting stopped even when he's out of those cooldowns. That self-sustain and the help from his backline. Wow, that Kiriko sustain, he's just constantly invulnerable, and there's just no way for them to deal with him.
It was just a little bit too hard. And taking a look here on the hybrid map, I am a little bit excited because, as you did point out, JAG did not roll over, right? They still fought back. They're about 60% on that round number 2, so they do have some fight in them. And we did see how aggressive RIT Academy were. Depending on how they play it, there is a way to slip through. And it looks like it is going to be King's Row. So going right back to the same hybrid map. You know what? Not too many others. Pique other people's interests. So, you know, Old Faithful is still going to be played. But it is going to be RIT Academy on the defensive to start things off. And again, we saw what happened last time with the dominant team. They just held it down on King's Row.
Yeah, maybe this is going to be another one of those cases where RIT going to maybe hold off Just Average Gamers for that whole 4 minutes. Maybe they're going to only have to capture that 1/3, but maybe Just Average Gamer is going to maybe able to find the cracks in the armor. And that team play, really, they might be able to make something happen there. That 60% on Lijiang, that's more than nothing. So, getting ready to go into the game.
Oh yeah, we'll see what they can do here. And again, it's all on the line here for the side of Just Average Gamers. The Just Average Gamers must rise above and become exceptional gamers or extraordinary gamers, one or the other. Gonna try your best here. Blue Jay, Link, Minky, Poppy, and Skomo once again rounding it out on the defender's side. And then Social, Physios, Kill-A-Lot, AK-47, and Gingerbeard are gonna be on the attack to start things off. And I mean, we saw relatively unique picks back in our series number 1 here on Kings Row again. What are we expecting to see, Skyfoes?
Well, we saw a lot of that normal, a lot of the standard picks here. It's going to seem like Just Average Gamers is going to come out with a lot of the, what you might expect to see on an attack here. That Winston going to be able to, real mobile, he's going to be able to get up to that high ground, and we're going to see the Social versus Blue Jay on that Widow duel. Really curious to see who ends up with that first headshot, the first pick. But we're going to also see a very interesting difference here with the Baptiste versus the Kiriko. That Baptiste is going to be able to keep a lot more overall healing out, so that might enable Minky to stay in that fight for a lot longer than Kill-A-Lot's going to be able to. He's going to maybe have to disengage faster than one might expect.
And of course, they can already see Jag knows that he is spotted, and it's a bit of a worry, so you go ahead, back up, and say, okay, now try and take a snapshot. Shot goes out. Blue Jay is going to snipe down Social down to very low HP. This is second though, so enough damage has been done. Social still trying to take snapshots. Not really gonna find it though, because right now the main issue is at hand. It's given enough space for the side of JAG to make their way in. This will be another snipe, so Blue Jay racking up the damage score. Hoping to get a bit more, but Minky and Link go ahead and finish off a few. It's the first push from the side of JAG. Looked to be a little bit fruitful, but still not landing any sort of cap time.
Just Average Gamers, you saw that rotate that they went all the way on that right side. It was actually very well done, but they just lost those 2 players on the way, and they just aren't able to close it out. Minky just swinging through, playing cleanup action now. And we're going to see Social switch back over to the Ashe now. Maybe no more of that Widow duel. Maybe they're going to be trying to take a little bit more of this medium distance gameplay.
Yeah, but Blue Jay says not to worry. I'm still doing pretty well here on my own, so still gonna hang on to the Widow, see what else I can find, and it looks like it's another roundabout play. So for the side of Just Average Gamers, they're gonna try and do the same thing, but Skomo finds a huge kill. Blue Jay getting in that assist and helping out with some damage on the back end, and it's a heavy dance here in the hallways, and this favors the side of RIT Academy so much. A pin against the wall gives Minky another kill.
Minky at 1:30 into the game already with that Earth Shatter. You just saw when he was in that corridor, he just did not let go of his mouse. He just kept swinging, kept sending that fire strike, and they're stuck in that tight corridor. There's nothing they can do, but Social may be thinking he's going to make something happen with the Reaper here. That should hopefully be able to rein Minky and maybe have to make him play a little bit safer than he might want to.
I mean, we say that, but we're not sure if we're going to find anything here, so let's go ahead and keep eyes open. Another huge slam from that Reinhardt, keeping everyone at bay. And you can see a contest right now on the point. Minky actually stepping forward to make sure they clean up again and again. We can see the side of JAG. They're landing on point. They're getting close. Just no cigar on hand. Link going ahead and on that May, listening overall to hear that it's another team kill. And what can they do? What can the side of JAG do?
Maybe a little glimpse of hope there. Maybe it's just been snuffed out by Blue Jay taking out AK-47 boy with that early headshot, but Minky just used that shatter last fight. They might be able to make something happen with that really clean dry fight, but Blue Jay almost getting caught out here. But, just a too clean of a shot.
Just so good, and right now Blue Jay having a little bit of trouble, actually can't hang on to this fight and is immediately forced to back up with the rest of the team. Skomo though is gonna find Gingerbeard, who went on the offensive for a little bit longer, but Kill-A-Lot hoping to make some space with this ulti, is trying to slam down as many people as possible. Social is gonna find one. Kill-A-Lot getting beamed down as Poppy finishes it off. They have gotten halfway on this point, and if they can force the side out, they do. That's gonna be the Death Blossom capping off a couple more kills, and Skomo is gonna find it. That's gonna be a third done, and it is not a shutout at all. But there is the Blizzard. The Blizzard comes down. It gets so much value. AK-47 boy can't do much more, but you know what? They'll take a third. It's more than they felt they probably could have gotten.
Link just coming in with that clutch play with the Blizzard there, just zoning him all off point. He's going to find those 2 kills of his own. Minky coming back though. Maybe he's kill a lot now on the Sigma. They're maybe going to be playing for that Gravitic Flux to really just wipe him off a point.
I mean, you can try and power that up, but I mean, what more can you have? There's not going to be any time to really power up the ultimate. It's gonna be the beat drop. Can they find the way in? It is contested here on the point. Nova ultimates for the other side, and it looks like they're going to be taking low. Minky and Lang. Lang gets a full heal. That's going to be nasty as Minky shuts them down. The team play from the side of RIT Academy sends them packing.
RIT Academy, you saw there was a lot of ultimates going off there, but RIT Academy really just backed up to that archway there, and they stabilize off that corner, and Minky just turns the corner, and they just all fall on the ground with that Earth Shatter, and it's just clean up after there. There's nothing they can do when they're all laying on the ground.
That had to feel so bad. I love the final attempt coming out of JHE, but as you said, it just wasn't enough, and now on the other side, RIT Academy most likely feeling real good about this option, right? They're going to go ahead, set up for their own side, and say, hey, what can we get here? Now, we did see Blue Jay and Social do this last time, and if they do it again, that'll be a lot of fun. It doesn't look like it. Blue Jay is going to stay on the Widowmaker, but Social is actually going to go for the Sojourn. Vixios actually choosing to go the Reaper, who Social played last time, and now an Orisa coming out for Kill a Lot. So this feels like a very danger ground defensive composition.
It's going to be really difficult with this heal composition for just average gamers. If you see one of those big ults come out from the side of RIT Academy, they're not going to really have any defensive ultimate. All they're going to have is that immortality field. But if one big ultimate comes out, there's no defensive, no beat drop, no Suzu. It's going to be really hard for them to stay alive when those ults start coming out, but they're going to have a lot of healing to stay sustained.
Yep. And you're taking a look here, Lincoln Poppy going for the Trident Chew Pharah Mercy combo. And taking a look at the skyline, we actually see a hard flush coming out from the side of JG, but is it actually going to work? They are able to cut off 2, and Physios is able to grab 2 more. So hey, the flank worked for them this time. And RIT are caught a little bit off guard. They are still fighting here. They are still trying to juggle. There might not be enough. Minky gonna have to back up here again on this tank. Is gonna get punched out and away. Mercy sitting on top here, but that's gonna be inside. Blue Jay finding 2. Those are big domes on the DPS, which is gonna open up space here. Are they gonna get on point? Yes, they do. Is there gonna be any challenge? Yes, from the Orisa. But right now, that's not the main point. Lank looking for a couple more kills. They do take out one of the healers, and down goes Gingerbeard as well. Kill a Lot ready to drop on the back end as well. Physiox and Social are not there to help out. Now they finally reach, but they're immediately flushed out on their own. What a brutal showing from the side of RIT Academy, where they show they can adjust no matter what, and it is GG.
You really saw that adjustment come out from RIT Academy. They made those hero swaps that they needed. Lank just finding so much value on when he's up in the air and they're all stuck on the ground.
It was just so good, and this play of the game looked so good. It was coming out once again of that Reinhardt, and I think that might have been Minky right there. I'm not sure, but again, it was beautiful, right? And yes, it wasn't as dominant as Blight GG, but it was very, very close, as we do have a visitor inside of the other side. Skyfo showing off a little bit of GLG, and we can see a couple tennis balls being thrown their way. Feels a little bit bad because, I mean, oh, that was in the face. 4 shots. Are we going to get a 5th? Are we going to see the 5th hit the face? I guess not. Of course, we will go to a quick break, as it looks like there's stuff going over with Skyfos. He's having a little bit of fun. But we'll go ahead and go to a very short break. Please do not go anywhere. The Hall of Heroes will be right back with the semifinals matchup. Don't go anywhere.
To the bank like, ooh, star, got no stage fright. Please don't get me mad, I'm a nice guy. My baby say I'm cute, yeah, I'm type 5. I be waking up when you go night-night. In a different zone with the time. Laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, go. Laugh it to the bank like yeah. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, yeah. I got it in 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s. I get it up, flip it and continue. I've been going dumb, I've been going mental. Going up, I'm on another level. All black clothes like a medal. Little this and this, little Ricky Rick. It's my grandmama, I'm her Nicky Nick. I just wanna love, but I've been hit or miss. I might up and leave, yeah, take a pic. Laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, go. Laugh it to the bank like ha 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 ha. Ooh, yeah. I got it in 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s.
Enough of the code switching. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me.
See this gold on me. Want you to glow with me.
Yeah, alright, okay. We get it. No contest. Wait.
See this gold on me.
What's up,
Want
nigga?
you to glow with me.
The world been dying, days is number, check the climate. I'm sick of it, fuck the harebrained scheme to get the riches quick. I played a long game with a serene scene and the whip is quick. From the back room to the hearts, I'm in the thick of it. I grind too hard for y'all not to see me a star, bitch. I'm raising a bar like they really pay me to talk. My life been in shambles, but I got handles. I'm finishing at the rim. I remind you time and again that I'm really him. Oh, you ain't know? This shit not just for the show, but that you entertain. Anybody not for me is below me, blow me, you in the way. I live my dreams, I got it locked, the master keep it on me. Back in the field, running audibles with the team. Everything I got out the mother, told my truth. I shake that fake shit, they praise you, then minimize you behind you. Just know I notice you. Stay woke, no joke, it really be the ones you closest to. Had to stop sleeping on myself like I ain't know the truth. Owe this to me like it's really nobody code is this. And if you disagree, then you jaws and your claim get audited. Who you know do the beating, the talking, and write the harmonies. I'm really convinced there's nobody out here going hard as me. Wish well the dog that claimed belief in me so he could use me. Look at me now, you chose your route, I know you sick to see it. You talk a lot, all that flop, but that shit not harming us. Capping your status, we back, ain't nobody bras us. To the ones that held me down for the count, look at what growth will do. I'm the kid from the cul-de-sac, feeling double sex with loot they pay to play my shit back. Ain't no way I'm going back until I'm fossil fuel to the flame, just like I'm supposed to do. Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know nigga. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me.
See this gold on me. Want you to glow with me.
I've been on a job, trying to take it far. I need that ROI, shit I done paid the cost. I'm all in on me, lil' baby she agree, she really been here through the fall. She the only thing I need. I wanna be free, I know that they want me for my ideas so they can line their pockets. Don't hit me to tell me that you give a fuck about me. You don't even know nothing about me, trying to force me on your timeline. You know you need to stop it, I live for more than attention. Might not be your trending topic, put my worth in analytics. I admit that took a toll, I got addicted to scrolling. We know well that get toxic, I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important. And let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.
Enough of the code switching. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me. Want you to grow with me. Want you to grow with me.
Blah, blah, blah.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it.
Why you be all on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a who line for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust you. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune on flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe, and 40 on 50 is really the time. Why are you all on my phone like you want me, like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side? I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. All the pictures, dimensions, I don't with your digits. I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the Fit Lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming, coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch, I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta sell him, Mosialis, flawless, broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's in till she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, I came in, I came in. Did it like the Porsches. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10, yeah. Drippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Bend dope with the switch again. Boy deliver like he heffernin'. Core with digits, give him estimates. Somersaults for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby. Skirt the Chevy, make a scene, baby. LABB been the team, baby. Been pop a word to G, baby, look. Labs till I'm finished, had a handful of lemons through the hand. Got a bag, now the hands in the business. For my hand, it's a ticket, talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. I've been playing with the minutes that they been shoulda gave. And I'm flipping every digit that they been shoulda paid. Had to find a way to get it, no, this isn't what you made. If I ever wanna dip, then I'm brink with the blade. And I'm brinking a blink on the brink of some dumb shit. Watch how I move, cause I know the brink's coming. Watch for the...
And here we go. We are back, ready to go with our third series here today, and things are now going to get spicy. We have seen 2-2-0s, and I would say fairly commanding fashion, but now we get to the one that gets truly close. I would say we are headed back to the other side of the bracket with Blight GG versus Bing Bong Esports, and I mean, Skyfoes, we know this one's gonna be good.
Yeah, we saw Bing Bong Esports, our previous tournament winner, but wow, Blight GG with absolutely just commanding play from that round one game. It's going to be really hard to see how they're going to get one-upped here, if that's even going to happen.
Yeah, and not just that, I mean, these two teams have actually played before in last week's tournament, and that has to be noted, right? That has to be brought up because there's a reason Bing Bong Esports were not a second tournament winner. It feels like there might have been a reason because at that time in that previous tournament just last week, it was Blight GG that took the 2-0 over Bing Bong Esports and forced them into the third place match. So I mean, this is the rematch. This is that matchup that we're kind of sitting here going, are we going to see another 2-0? And if it is a 2-0, is it going to be closer?
Yeah, because we're on that semifinals match, we're going to see whatever team that ends up coming out on top here is going to move on to our last round. And I wonder what that other side of the bracket is going to be a hard fight for whoever ends up making it in.
Yeah, I know. And if you are interested yourselves into what's going on, it is the Hall of Heroes, the third week of the Hall of Heroes here with GLG. We're very excited to bring this to you, which is a $50 prize at the end of the day for first place here in this single elimination best of 3 matchup. We are into our third and out of 4 series here tonight, and it is every Monday, so keep that in mind. Every single Monday it is going to be another weekly tournament here sponsored by Community Gaming, so we are very appreciative of CG, who love putting on tournaments all over the place. They not only do Valorant and Overwatch 2, they do so much more, including Hearthstone. They have a weekly Hearthstone tournament, I think Mario Kart as well, so go ahead, check them out there as well and see what they have to offer. But right now we have gotten word, I believe, about what the next map is, and I'm very, very excited. But before we do, I'm going to also talk a little bit more about what else could be going on, because I know there's so much to say, because again, coming up right now is Thanksgiving, and I think that's super, super nice to see. It's going to be a little bit of a break here with GL Gaming. It's going to be a little bit of time for all of us to go back to our families, and hopefully everyone at home is also going to enjoy that holiday and hopefully have a lot of fun and be safe on Black Friday. But I do want to say, usually on Wednesdays, we will also have the Pit of Valor, which is so much fun. We're getting into the 106th Pit of Valor, which will be next week on Wednesday. So make sure to tune into that one. That one's also free entry, but that one's a $250 prize pool. So make sure to check that one out and sign up as soon as you can. And we haven't gotten word. I think we are ready to go into game here. Skyfoes, we are here on the lovely, lovely brand new map, I believe. We have a new one, right?
I don't think Ilios is brand new in Overwatch 2.
Nope. New to this tournament here. I think this is the first we've seen Oasis, and then Lijiang Tower, and now Ilios.
Yeah. Maybe we're gonna see a lot of that. Hopefully we can see some of that Lucio gameplay coming out, looking for those environmental kills, those boops off the maps. We see a lot of fun. This Ilios really lends itself to a lot of that ranked competitive diversity, so we're gonna maybe see a lot of these different heroes come out. Oh, and seems like a player's disconnected, so we're gonna be hitting that pause really quickly.
Yep, you can go ahead and see Sly decided they did not want to play right now. They said nope. Bing Bong Esports, though, we are taking a look at some of the compositions that they're working with. It is Gugu, Final Orbit, OKS, Trick Plays, and Mikey. So those will be the players running on that edge. And I have to say, I've been very interested to see the compositions come out, because I know, again, in the Overwatch League, we've already seen a taste of what's going on, but watching players themselves round out their own compositions, the fact that you only have one tank, right? It's been kind of a brand new experience for everyone. Teams still trying to figure out exactly how it works, whether you take from the meta or figure out your own style here. I'm interested, right? Because you've been talking about Sojourn, and yet so far we've yet to really see Sojourn played up to the potential that it could have, right? Every time we've seen a Sojourn, it's kind of not lived up to its hype. And kind of walk us through that. Why are we seeing that? Is it the players, or is it really just the composition's not melding as appropriately as we would assume?
Sojourn is one of those characters that really is she takes a lot of space, and she's one of those jack of all trades characters. She's got that slowing field that does tons of damage and slows people down. She's got tons of mobility, and of course, she has that constant threat of her railgun and that one shot to those squishies. It does more than 200 damage to the head, and if you get hit by that and you're caught out, it's just all over. We saw a little bit of Blue Jay on that first round of Lijiang last match. He was really popping off on that Sojourn, but it was really hard to contest him. But we also saw a real glimpse of that in this map. Maybe you'll see that Roadhog versus Roadhog. And like you said, with that one tank has that chance to be really, really oppressive. And Roadhog is one of those characters where you just can't stop him. If he gets going, there's too much resources. It's going to be really hard to get rid of him.
Yeah, he's just firing away with that shotgun, just blasting away as much as possible, gets a hook on you, sends you over the edge, and you're just like, this is awful. I don't get to play Overwatch as much as I thought I would. And you know, this is also one of those maps that I really do appreciate. As you said, a little bit more open, a little bit more freeform on all three of the control points. There is territorial disputes, right? There's always a space where you can fall to the calamities of the map itself. And the fact that these two teams probably understand that to a very intimate knowledge and have to figure out a way to fight, which both these teams love to be aggressive. We've already seen it before, right? We know Bing Bong Esports, if they're a team that has won the tournament overall, they're going to be aggressive. They're going to be up in your face. To do that against BlightGG, who have also looked very dominant, do you feel BlightGG can do it, right? With the compositions that we've seen before, with the style that they like to run, do we assume that they're going to run face first in, or are we going to see them try and set up maybe with that Torbjorn in the backline?
Well, like you just said, with that Torbjorn, it might be a little bit hard for them to have that flexibility, because that Torbjorn is really, really just that, maybe that rock of that composition. They're going to be playing around that, but it seems like we're going to be getting in real soon back to the match. But hopefully they should be playing real fast and really tight is going to be the question of who ends up getting all those kills, who ends up just steamrolling first.
Whoever gets the ball rolling might be in control all the way through, but we'll have to wait and see. The furthest I think we've seen so far is a 60% on the other side of the map. So far, all of the control points have been 2-0s. I mean, we'll see what they can do. All right, Bing Bong Esports. Ooh, we do see it. We do see it. It's the Roadhogs, baby. Let's go.
BlightGG coming out with that Echo and the Torbjorn again. Maybe that Echo going to be pressuring him from that long distance. And maybe we're going to see a little bit of that Sojourn gameplay coming out with Mikey. And Trickplay is going to be poking around in that back line. And it's going to be really hard for them to displace Akua and Sly out in the sky.
Yeah, BlightGG actually running 4/5 of what they've always run here. It's almost never changing except for their tank. Their tank has been the only one that they have decided to change. But right now, Bing Bong Esports sending a nasty message BlightGG's way with a full wipe. Sin being the only one now reviving here. It is a full team kill for Bing Bong Esports, who have taken this in stride and said, hey, listen, the first time we fought was just a fluke.
Like I said earlier, OKS really just taking so much space. It's so hard because Rusty Guma is not able to keep that same sustain up with that Ana keeping him up with that healing grenade, going to give him that boost. And Mikey getting that right click onto the Akua, but Sly going to pick him right back up.
It's an easy revive all the way through, and I mean, even with it going through, it still doesn't seem to hold true. BlightGG losing their tank, and now their healer's getting hunted down here. Trick plays, gonna be zapping everyone from the back, just getting tag damage, fragment damage all over the place. 95% on that ulti. Mikey, at the same time, is gonna be holding up on their own. 90% about to reach on their own point. Fedoramaster is gonna find Goku, but remember the main point of this whole fact, Bing Bong Esports keeping BlightGG from that point.
We're going to see that Nano boost coming out on an OKS from Final Orbit.
And beautiful hook to draw OKS right back in the fight, but it seems to have been the work of the team as OKS gets an awesome ulti off, destroys BlightGG right in the face, gets a hook onto Akua, and annihilates the Echo out of the sky. Same with Sin.
Yeah, Goomba he's just not able to find his footing against OKS. OKS just finding all those hooks, the hook onto Akua, the massive whole hog just pushing them all the way and into that tight corridor for Trick to get that pulse bomb and just a free kill. And it's just back on the firing range for Mikey while he pokes away at Akua as well.
And I mean, just taking a look at this, it feels so weird to say that last time these two teams fought, it was a 2-0. BlightGG struggling to even find an opportunity to get on that point. And we were curious, or at least I was, right, Skyfoes? I was wondering, how is this going to play out? How are they going to hold things down if they are not already in the lead? And the first firefight seems to have put BlightGG into a narrow corridor. Now, of course, they have been able to get on the point. They have been able to lay things down after expending a lot of ultis. But Bing Bong Esports sitting at 98%, a single toss around could be on the mark. You can see it here. Look at the laser coming out. Akua getting annihilated in the air. Bing Bong Esports still trying to hold steady. They took 1 DPS out, but they lost 2 on the back end. Everyone is responding as Bing Bong Esports have tried their best, but BlightGG holds steady for the time being.
You're going to see a lot of those ultimates getting expended from both teams here. That point is actually going to flip back over to BlightGG. They're going to be working up that point percentage. Bing Bong sitting at 98%, so they're only really going to need 1 clean fight here. But Trick falling a little bit low. Mikey holding that 100 charge. Maybe he's going to find a shot of a lifetime. But Akua switching over to the Genji from the Echo.
Oh. I mean, they're going to try their best here. And Akua immediately destroyed here. Goku just said no, not today. We are not dealing with this one. And again, the Roadhogs fighting each other off. In goes the Shoddy. Rusty Goomba does have the ulti ready to go. BlightGG still holding it down, and we're seeing the fight back. In goes the contention, and they're back at 60%. So right now, BlightGG showing off a bit of anger, is going to get the ulti off, and they finish it off. A beautiful shot. Fedora Master is launched off the side, and now they're going to take another look. In goes the pull and a shotgun to the head. The Mirror of the Hogs leads OKS's way.
A nano boost coming out from Final Orbit on OKS, just really, that's the clutch play there in OKS, just finding pick after pick with that whole hog knocking the Torbjorn off the map.
Oh.
And it just seems like it's OKS having fun here and just getting all the hooks that he needs and all the health that he needs. It's going to be really hard to see if Rusty Goomba is going to be able to find his footing against OKS as Bing Bong Esports takes round 1.
Scary thing to think about as well is BlightGG, they were able to run it back up to 71%. Bing Bong Esports, you have to sit there and go, what the heck? We won that one, but it still was a bit of a struggle at the end. Honestly, BlightGG, after that initial framework, it just felt a little bit staggered. They couldn't really come together as a team and find their footing. They're able to do so. So now taking a look at the second point, they have a second chance. Can they do it? Currently 1-0 here in map number 1. Bing Bong Esports rocking the same. No real change here. Same for BlightGG. Let's rock and roll.
We see Akua coming out here on that Sojourn. This round gonna have a lot more of an open map. Or maybe we're gonna see the battle of the right clicks coming out from the Sojourn versus Sojourn. Maybe a little bit of this long range dueling here. We're gonna see Akua already taking the high ground against Mikey, who's just more on the front lines, standing behind OKS, and they're just going to be contesting that mega health pack on the right side of the point.
And they're actually going hard with this right now. Bing Bong Esports already losing Goku, and BlightGG forcing them back. So a little bit closer already. Bing Bong Esports worried about this one. BlightGG gonna get the first stack on that point and light up that counter. Are they gonna be able to reach 100? Only time will tell. Bing Bong Esports having to recuperate here before anything goes wrong. Fedora setting up that turret, getting ready for the big fight.
What's up?
Then almost getting caught out there, but the perfectly timed Suzu's going to get him out. And it just seems like right now Akua is just outvaluing Mikey.
Little bit of a problem. If you do take a look, now shotguns in the face. OKS sent them spinning as Trick plays. Was able to follow up behind it. BlightGG watching as their hopes dwindle for a 50% on the first run as OKS bleeds right through the healers. The whole hog taking him home. Another hook ready to go. Beautiful job of Bing Bong Esports. The second attempt at the point goes their way.
OKS there, you saw he landed that hook and it was just big damage coming out, and he is back online, taking all the space that he wants, and it just seems like Goomba, once again, just falling on that back leg, but needing Akua to maybe make up that ground that they're losing now.
Now taking a look at another set. Final Orbit, getting ready to go. A stun comes out as OKS heals all the way up to 700. Ready to go to punch through. And Blight GG setting themselves apart here through the death counter. Beautiful job again by OKS, who has once again been in control all the way through. Mikey saying hello, hello. Blight GG can do nothing of the sort as Bing Bong Esports climbs above 40% and is looking for that sweet, sweet 50.
We saw there Mikey getting taken out by Akua, but they're going to be... Bing Bong is going to be looking at a lot more of those ultimates compared to Blight GG, so we're really going to have to see some ults getting expended here as the ticker keeps getting higher and higher. They're going to need to make something happen and fast. Fedora Master, maybe he's going to lay that carpet out and zone Bing Bong Esports out. And see if they get that whole hog coming out. But Rusty Goomba just getting melted off instantly.
Ugh. Rusty Goomba has not had the best of times, and honestly, Bing Bong Esports, maybe this is what they had to do. You called it at the beginning. The spacing, the timing between these two tanks has been so different, and finally, Blight GG have found an opportunity, but look at the timer still ticking up. Sly is going to revive Akua, who comes flying in with a massive hold. Final Orbit gets eliminated here. That'll be Akua finishing that one off. Blight GG, for the first time, feel like they are in control, and they turn things around on the point, 40% and climbing for their own satisfaction.
Fedora Master, you saw there, he laid that carpet out, just a lot of damage, a lot of that zoning, and able to make stuff happen to clean up that fight on point. Now we're gonna have to see if Bing Bong Esports can make something big happen here. Mikey with that overclock, but we're also gonna see Rusty Goomba with that whole hog. Maybe this is gonna be the battle of zoning ults.
Oh. I mean, we could see it here, right? Blight GG, they want to hold on for one more hard push. If they do, they can section up to 80 to 90% here, depending on how long it takes to hold things off. Mikey having to run away, does have the ultimate available. In goes OKS with their own ulti, and they're going to launch. Mikey is going to watch as things light up. Fedora Master is dead. OKS opening up with a beautiful spray. Rusty Goomba used their ultimate already, and that means Bing Bong Esports have the ult economy in their favor. They annihilate Blight GG from the point at just the right time as well, and they will cap off and continue to run from 83%.
OKS and Mikey, just both of them press Q, they make that space, they take what is theirs, and those picks coming out from Mikey, especially that early one on the Fedora Master, is going to make all the difference when they keep up that fight. OKS going to have a lot more breathing space when that Torbjorn's not there poking out at him, but Rusty Goomba finding an early hook on a Sin off of Goku.
What a crazy station here. Blight GG gonna try and make something happen. If they lose here, they'll be down 0-1, and no one wants that. But of course, Blight GG are not gonna have it easy. Bing bong ding dong. They ring the door to your demise. A final kill on Sly ends that round, and Bing Bong Esports will take round number 1.
Okay, it's just really showing a very, very dominant tank difference with all those hooks, all the whole hog. He's just getting all the resources, and he's taking all the space that he wants. And he's gonna play the game here, maybe commemorate it.
Yeah, I mean, you would hope so, right? OKS, oh, we don't get to see the play of the game. I'm sad. I'm very, very sad. I would love to see which one came out because, again, OKS, you called it, Skyfoes, looks so good every single time, every single moment, every single second. Felt like OKS was in control, except for one moment. One moment when we saw, I think it was Blight GG laying down every single ultimate. I think every single ultimate on their side was laid out just to clear OKS. And even then, it still didn't look too favorable, right? This is OKS making a world of difference here.
It's just so oppressive. They really, that only answer that they had for him was all 5 of those ultimates just dumping it into him. Just all the damage that they could. And even then, like you said, it was very, very difficult for them to generate space off of that because OKS just, that nano boost, I feel like every time we got that nano boost, it just seems like that kill feed just started popping up even more.
And combined with Mikey on the flip side, right? When a tank pulls that much information and pulls that much control, it left Mikey free to dish out all the damage. We were talking about Sojourn. We were talking about how Sojourn has looked a little bit weak. And you said it's because it commands a lot of space, right? It commands a lot of control and draws a lot of attention. When that attention is not drawn, though, it is able to reign free. That hero can go rampant, and we saw it just the same, right? OKS and Mikey, hand in hand, wiping the team left and right.
Even Akua with that Mercy damage boost, it was really hard for Akua to get value off of that. Even the right click, the straight right click, but OKS just lands a hook right off on the backhand of that. So it's every time they lose one, they get one. So it's really hard for them to keep that value up and end up taking the point and winning through the map.
Yep, and we are taking a look here. We are going to that hybrid map. It is going to be Midtown, so little bit of a difference here. It's not Kings Row. We were almost there for the hat trick of Kings Row all the way through 3 series. Not going to happen. Midtown though, a little bit trickier to rotate, maybe not as well known, and a few different angles for the teams to work with. Considering what we've seen though from Blight GG and and Bing Bong Esports, this might be a test. This will be a very, very fun test, I think, from both these teams to figure out their own angles and see who gets to that finals. Because again, Control, very oppressive for one team right now. It is that attack and defense style, so we're very excited.
Bing Bong Esports, especially with that, this being a best out of 3 series, Blight's gonna have to make something happen here. But hopefully on Midtown, we're gonna see a lot more of that diversity. That hog versus hog might not happen as much, because that first point on Midtown is notoriously difficult, notoriously hard to defend and to attack. At the same time, it's going to see where they position, where they walk through.
And I mean, for Blight GG, the main thing that we have to ask is, are they going to change up any of the rest of the composition, right? For all the games that we've seen them play, they are still running 4 out of the 5 almost exact same characters. Rusty Goomba, I think, is the only player to have swapped out any of their characters. And I mean, that's understandable, right? The hero pool for the tanks is very, very deep. They've swatched from, they've run around, I think, with Reinhardt, Roadhog, and I don't think we've seen the Sigma, so it's still holding steady. But yeah, we can see it here, right? Akua maybe traded once, but Blight GG, they really are a composition and a team just of unique players of their own.
We're going to see Blight GG coming out with that Echo and Torbjorn again. We're going to see how long that ends up lasting, but Bing Bong Esports also coming out with something of their own. We're going to see the Orisa getting played here. That's something I don't think we've seen very much so far in all of the maps we've seen in this series. But Mikey always back on that Sojourn. And Gugu on the Kiriko. We're going to see if Akua and Sly can make the difference flying up in the air, just poking away.
1. Attackers incoming.
Well, here's to hoping, as Gugu says, uh-oh, this is not the spot I want to be in. Bing Bong Esports bringing things true as Akua lights up Mikey to kick things off. What a brutal opener, and they're doing the same. So right now, Blight GG coming out with a bit of a ruder opener, and Mikey now swapping over to the Sojourn. Wasn't really getting any value right there, and the boost going out as Bing Bong Esports retaliate in dramatic fashion.
Okay, that's just landing an absolutely perfect fortify here, and he's just gonna walk through every single member of Blight GG, and
oh my
OKS and Gugu, just the two of them are taking back everything that they lost, even with Final Orbit getting knocked out early.
I mean, that was ridiculous, right? Mikey and Final Orbit got lit up at the start. Blight GG almost felt like they had an opportunity, and OKS just walked through, even on the Rissa. So it's not just a Roadhog fashion, right? This is OKS specifically creating those opportunities, understanding the bounds of their own limits. And they just feel so in control right now. Rusty Goomba now trying to do a little bit of sleight of hand, working around the back corner, but without a healer means that they're in a little bit of trouble. Blight GG, I don't think, are getting any of their healers over on this ledge, so Rusty Goomba having a little bit of trouble. Look at that. Rusty Goomba gets a great hook, but is locked up on the back side, and because of that is annihilated. No one from Blight GG helps out. They are too split up. Trick Plays is going to go down, but now guess who's back in the fray? OKS is a tank, is a DPS, and might as well be a self-healer.
You see that OKS on the Battle Cattle, he's just running through. Blight GG, once they lose Goomba, that hook, that only member of the team with CC there, he just gets free reign. And it doesn't even matter if they have the CC up, because OKS, he just press shift, he turns gold, and he just walks through all of them, spins that javelin and tosses it at him, and they just all keep falling over when he walks in. We're gonna see a lot of the ultimates coming online for both teams, but more coming out from Bing Bong. And we're seeing that switch over to Doomfist from Rusty Goomba. Maybe he's going to be able to take more space from the backlines, get a pick. Oh, forcing that immortality field.
Yeah, we're finally seeing some of the util coming out, and Bing Bong are losing it. But again, that means that it's way more time for the side of Bing Bong Esports to fire back at the true enemies, at Blight GG, as they lose everyone but the tank. Rusty Goomba on the Doomfist that we did see last time. Not really having as great of a time, and that's the third time Bing Bong Esports have repelled Blight GG's advances, and they only have a minute and a half left. But take a look at the ultis. 4 ultis alive for Blight GG. Let's see if they can make it work.
We're Gonna see another 3 also on the side of Bing Bong Esports. Maybe Mikey gonna make something happen with that overclock. He got 5% away. But Trick also gonna be able to lay out that carpet. You're gonna see if Final Orbit makes the garage door, the big window. The amplification matrix is gonna do something, but Akua and Sly on the flank here, looking for the copy. It seems like he's holding off still, but Rusty Goomba making something happen with that meteor strike.
Yeah, Goomba came in with a massive stomp and opened up a pure flank. And the question is, can they actually get on point? Because the fight has not been at that point. That's the big problem. The fight has been in such open territory. Now they finally get on site, but it is contested. They have not gotten a single tick. And Orisa is back. OKS said, cool, you got me. GG's, psych. In comes Bing Bong Esports. They do not allow a single second to tick away. They come back and wipe them out. Mikey swings back at Blight GG, and they are Blight dead.
Mikey with the 4K coming off of that overclock. We see OKS. He has that Terra Surge up one more time, so it's going to be really hard for Blight GG to even make room, because they get on that point. OKS, he's just going to pull them all in. He's going to slam them all to the ground. OKS doing it right now. He's just going to zone them all off, but they're just going to walk straight through them. They don't care, but it doesn't matter. Blight GG not going to make it to the point, and Bing Bong Esports only needs to capture a third.
Score 0-0.
This is such a different situation than I thought was going to happen again, Skyfoes. We're sitting here like Bing Bong Esports. They lost 2-0 last time. Something happened and Blight GG walked all over him. That was the difference. And this time around, Bing Bong Esports are like, no, we are returning champions from the first tournament. We are not going to be disrespected in that way. We are going to show up the world. And Bing Bong Esports given us a what for. They only need a single section. They need, I believe, just a third of that point to move on to the grand finals.
Just like you said, Orbital, Bing Bong Esports, they only need that little bit of that point there. I'm curious to see if they're going to try to poke their way on, or if they're going to have OKS lead that charge and just force the way on a point, and maybe have Blight GG going to not be able to have their way, just move poking out. It's going to be very hard for Blight GG to hold 4 minutes off of 1/3 of that point. So we're going to see if this ends up with a draw or going to Bing Bong Esports and have them move on to the finals.
And the scary thing is, the thing that I hate to say right now, I honestly feel like Blight GG don't have an answer. It's been so controlling, and it's all off the player. You're seeing here OKS being an absolute Chad. Let's see what they can do here. Charging forward, ramping up in their face, throws down a little bit of a javelin, says, get out, come fight me if you can. Dancing around, and look, just so accurate on the early damage. Fedora Master trying to line up, and Mikey sitting behind their DPS. The perfect lineup to lay down the damage. Fedora Master is almost dead, as Sly is going to eat some damage of their own. In goes the Winston, though, and bumped out their own shield. Mikey able to find Rusty Goomba, and that opens up the absolute pure annihilation moments. The rest of Blight GG have to scatter for the hills, and it looks like it's going to be a slide in from Bing Bong Esports. They say, we don't care about the kills, we just want to light you up. Blight GG losing a DPS and healer. It's never ending. It feels like it's all on the side of Bing Bong Esports. They're on point, they're in control. They do lose Mikey, and maybe they got a bit overzealous. Rusty Goomba hiding in, gets a little bit of a punch off, but they kill him off again. Look at the punch. This is just Rusty Goomba, just like, I'm trying to play for time, guys. Give me a little bit of help. Oh, it's not gonna happen.
Once again, OKS, it just doesn't matter what they do. He's just running them over. Rusty Goomba sends that punch straight into OKS, but it doesn't matter. He just tanks it and eats it. And
that's
looks
it.
like this is going over to Bing Bong.
That's it. Bing Bong Esports say, bing bong ding dong. We are ringing that door to burst right in. It's GG. Bing Bong Esports take it 2-0.
And once again, even though Blight GG, one of the strongest contenders that we know coming into this tournament, it was really, really hard for them to find that footing against OKS. Just even on the last map, OKS just running through all of them.
I think this is just like one example of what's going on here, right? OKS gives 0 cares. It was brutal. That was just one of like 3 moments that we saw stand out to ourselves that were just like, OKS is owning this, right? OKS is the player to watch on Bing Bong Esports, controlling the field from start to finish. If Mikey isn't getting the kills, OKS is. If OKS isn't getting the kills, OKS is making space for Mikey to clean up.
Well, let's not forget the support lineup from Bing Bong also helping them out. Mikey always getting topped off, and man, OKS would not be able to stay alive for as long as he is if that heal support line was not as good as it was from Bing Bong. But we're gonna see Bing Bong moving on to the finals, taking it over by GG.
Yep, and that's crazy to think about right now. We have only seen 2 O's in dominating fashion every single time. Let's see if the finals can change things up. We're going to be going to just a very quick break. But of course, before you do, if you are interested in signing up for the Hall of Heroes or so much more, go ahead and visit GLG. And if you don't have a PC that you feel can keep up, go ahead and visit GLG. If you're in the Rochester area, go ahead and find them over at the lovely Innovation Square's 22nd floor. Go check them all out. They will have all the latest gear, including some awesome HyperX and green light peripherals. They have been kitted out to the absolute max. Also, if you want to go make fun of Ben, you can do that there as well. We'll go to a quick break and we'll see you all in just a bit.
To the bank like go, laugh it to the bank like I got in it 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s. Laugh it to the bank like pedal to the floor, need no brake lights. In the dark, watch it make light. I'm a star, got no stage fright. Please don't get me mad, I'm a nice guy. My baby say I'm cute, yeah, I'm type 5. I be waking up when you go night-night. In a different zone, what's the time? Laugh it to the bank like ooh, go, laugh it to the bank like in it 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s. I get it up, flip it and continue. I've been going dumb, I've been going mental. Going up, I'm on another level. All black clothes like a medal. Little this and this, little Ricky Rick. It's my grandmama, I'm her Nicky Nick. I just wanna love, but I've been hit or miss. I might up and leave, never take a piss. Laugh it to the bank like ooh, go, laugh it to the bank like I got it in 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s.
Enough of the code switching. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes. I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me.
See this gold on me, want you to glow with me.
Yeah, alright, okay. We get it. No contest. Wait.
See this gold on me,
What's up,
want
nigga?
you to glow with me.
The world been dying, days is number, check the climate. I'm sick of it, fuck the harebrained scheme to get the riches quick. I play the long game with serene scene and the whip that's quick. From the back room to the hearts, I'm in the thick of it. I grind too hard for y'all not to see me a star, bitch. I'm raising a bar like they really pay me to talk. My life been in shambles, but I got handles. I'm finishing at the rim. I remind you time and again that I'm really him. Oh, you ain't up? This shit not just for the show, but that you entertain. Anybody not for me is below me, blow me, you in the way. I live my dreams, I got it locked, the master keep it on me. Back in the field, running audibles with the team. Everything I got out the mother, told my truth. I shake that fake shit, they praise you, then minimize you behind you. Just know I notice you. Stay woke, no joke, it really be the ones you closest to. Had to stop sleeping on myself like I ain't know the truth. Oh, this to me like it's really nobody code is this. And if you disagree, then you jaws and your claim get audited. Who you know do the beating and talking and write the harmonies. I'm really convinced there's nobody out here going hard as me. Wish well the dog that claim belief in me so he could use me. Look at me now, you chose your route, I know you sick to see it. You talk a lot, all that flop, but that shit not harming us. Capping your status, we back, ain't nobody raws us. To the ones that held me down for the count, look at what growth will do. I'm the kid from the cul-de-sac, feeling double sex with loot they pay to play my shit back. Ain't no way I'm going back. back until I'm fossil fuel to the flame, just like I'm supposed to do. Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. Been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me, want you to glow with me. I've been on a job, trying to take it far. I need that ROI, shit I done paid the cost. I'm all in on me, lil' baby she agree, she really been here through the fall. She the only thing I need. I wanna be free, I know that they want me for my ideas so they can line their pockets. Don't hit me to tell me that you give a fuck about me. You don't even know nothing about me, trying to force me on your timeline. You know you need to stop it, I live for more than attention. Might not be your trending topic, put my worth in analytics. I admit that took a toll, I got addicted to scrolling. We know well that get toxic, I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important and let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.
Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know niggas. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me. See this gold on me. Want you to grow with me. Want you to grow with me.
Blah, blah, blah. I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be all in my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with it who lying for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds. Don't go to your places, I know that they sunken. Don't call me your brother, I barely could trust it. I talked to a shorty, she bagging the bugging. And I'ma need all of my dollars on corporate, so hand me the money, I divvy the pie. I'ma give all of my people a portion to build them a fortune. I'm flipping the ride. I can't be mixy when iffy the vibe. And 40 on 50 is really the time. Why are you all on my phone like you want me? Like you wasn't pushing the kid to the side. I don't know if you thinking I'm blind. Cross on my crosses and dot on my eyes. Done with your efforts, I'm dealing with pressures. I know it's a lesson, that's word of the wise. Dubbing the mixes I'm mixing, I know I've been missing. I needed some personal time. All the pictures, dimensions, I don't with your digits. I mean it, I'm staying inside. Cause they got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name, big been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the pain. Stripping and dipping in bass, slab on everything. Swimming, you sinking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffin. Money clip, I tossed it, I heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action. I'm active. If he never heard of Ben Dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch, I'm broke if you ask it. Don't gotta sell him, Mosialis, flawless, broken whips as long as it is foreign. Heard you want it cause the yam's enormous. What's an since she isn't gorgeous? Live my life, last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest, do not know when knocking on the door is. Came in, did it like the Porsches. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah. Flex, I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2233, I'm on 10, yeah. Trippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell her peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Bend up with the switch again. Boy deliver like he happening. Core with digits, give him estimates. Summer sauce for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby. Skirt the Chevy, make a scene, baby. LABB been the team, baby. Been Papa, word the G, baby. Look, labs till I'm finished. Had a handful of lemons through the hand. Got a bag, now the hands in the business. For my hand, it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I've been playing with the minutes that they been shoulda gave. And I'm flipping every digit that they been shoulda paid. Had to find a way to get it. No, this isn't what you made. If I ever wanna dip, then I'm brink with the blade. And I'm brinking a blink on the brink of some dumb shit. Watch how I move, cause I know the brink's coming. Watch for the blues, cause I know that they dumping. Nothing in my view, so it's hush on discussion. Hush on discussions, you know what you need to. I keep it in the band to let you know that I don't need you. Y'all cats be see-through, head not to peace. You been king, I'm regal, got it in my Abisu. Came through trippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell her peace. Love is love. Love is love. Hold up with it, got my back on Pippin. I'm back in kitchens with the tray. Windows tinted like how black my skin is. Scoop the shorty in it from a J. Swish, she got vision just like any women giving me the kitten. Way before the riches, nothing more to mention. I could light a block of powder or a glisten for.
Thank you so much for returning back to us. We are here with the grand finals of this Hall of Heroes here. The third Hall of Heroes to see if we are going to get a brand new champion. And we are, honestly, because it is Blight G. No, it is not. We are going to see if Bing Bong Esports are going to be a returning champion, or we're going to see RIT Academy become the next champion. Honestly, either side is going to be so much fun here with GLG. And I mean, Skyfoes, right now, we were just talking on the break. You're a little bit biased here coming into the grand finals.
Hey, like I said earlier, Ben's an RT alumni. I'm currently enrolled there too. I'd love to see RT Academy win this one, but Bing Bong Esports really a absolute grandiose showing through these past rounds. They're playing very, very well. OKS and Mikey, just those two stars. We're going to see what RT is able to put up. If Blue Jay and Minky, if those two are able to match the absolute domination that Bing Bong has been putting out right now.
Yeah, they've been all over the place, and it's crazy, right? We've seen so many near-death experiences for OKS, and I know that sounds kind of silly because it's Overwatch 2, right? People are going to die. That's how the game works. That's how you get an advantage. And yet OKS, I think we've seen OKS run on a 20-player kill streak at one point. We've seen Mikey hit that high number as well. This team is very adept at adapting and then keeping their players alive, and I think that speaks volumes to their support line. We touched on it right before we ended up ending the previous semifinals match on broadcast, and it was very, very impressive, right? Sin, and I think it is Sin and someone else, and I do apologize that I can't remember the names, but they have done so well that it feels like it should be a natural display of the healers, right? Like it feels like it is just so good, so clean that you don't even know it's there until it's missing.
That's not to discount at all from RIT Academy, though. They're here. Their support line, we saw in the game 2 games ago. They were also putting it out, keeping Minky alive and just letting Blue Jay and Lank take as much space as they wanted, getting all the picks that they felt like were just free space and free kills.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing because right now it's very important for the side of RIT Academy to identify that Bing Bong Esports plays around Mikey and OKS. So who do they go for, right? Do they go for OKS? Do they try and zero out OKS, or do they go for Mikey? And those are the big questions that a team has to ask themselves. They have to sit there and go, how are we going to pick this opponent apart? How do we deal with this situation? And right now, big eyes are open as we are getting underway. We are going to be going to Busan. So 4 out of 5 control maps we have seen here today. Every single one unique, unlike our hybrid maps, which is a little bit rude to say, but you know, that's what it's there for. And we're going to go ahead and get underway. You can see Skomo and Poppy rounding things out, and I do apologize to Bing Bong Esports because it is Final Orbit and Goku that have been the absolute chads on their side, been really, really strong in terms of keeping their team alive, and appropriately so. And we'll see if they can do the same. RIT Academy, Poppy, she's gonna be looking real good on that Lucio and hoping to do some crazy work.
Yeah, we're going to see Bing Bong Esports coming out with maybe what you might expect, a little bit more of a normal composition here, but OKS on that Reinhardt. We're going to really see if he's able to just swing for free or if he's going to get shut down by Lank on that Reaper.
Well, OKS opening up on the Reinhardt, a little bit different than we've seen them play before, and Minky is going to get right up close and personal as well with that laser gun, going to try and be doing their best, but Blue Jay taking down to 7 HP, immediately annihilated out, and because they went for a little bit more poke, it leaves Poppy and Minky completely wide open. Goku, OKS, and Mikey go on an absolute spree, and it's a team kill. Bing Bong Esports said, I don't care if it's grand finals or what, we will do our thing once again.
You just saw Bing Bong Esports just taking all the space that they want, walking through RT Academy for free, but Mickey's going to be switching back over to that Reinhardt. Maybe he's going to be able to put up a little bit more of a fight than when he was on that Winston, but OKS, like I said, was just able to go swinging for free. Hardly anything afraid because Orbit and Goku just able to keep him up the whole time.
Yep, and now they're doing the same here. You can take a look at the ulti charges, 50 to 60, 80, and now finish on OKS's side. But look at that backline. OKS living on a hair's breadth again and is on Final Orbit and Goku, who are keeping them alive. Once again, RIT Academy forced back to spawn.
Yeah, overall, you saw Mikey and Trick, they just are getting so much value, especially Mikey. He just sits there and he builds up that railgun charge, and he's just getting right clicks for days. Just doesn't matter if he's landing a body shot or a headshot, he just chunks somebody out and they just die. OKS, I don't know what he's doing. He's getting caught out, but he's gonna get that shatter down.
He's okay. OKS is perfectly fine. Got slammed against a wall and is yet still alive again and again. Bing Bong Esports adapt, improvise, and overcome RIT Academy. This squad is trying their hardest, and we're seeing it, right? They're getting some flanks off, they're getting some angles, and yet it is never working. The stalwart tactics of Bing Bong Esports is completely locking them out.
We're going to see a lot of the ultimates coming online here for RT Academy, but also for Bing Bong Esports. We saw both of the Reinhardts trading out their Earth Shatters. But Minky, he just got knocked over before he's able to make anything connect, but Trick plays. Just going in through with that Death Blossom. Just doesn't even matter that Immortality field is there. It just shreds through. Bing Bong Esports cleans up very cleanly one more time against RT Academy.
And that was only with one ultimate, right? They only used the Death Blossom. That leaves one more alive, as well as a beat drop. Mikey is going to go in with their own, so the railgun is going to be laying into it. Lank is finally able to take out one of Final Orbit, but they lose 3, 4, and 5. And that'll be round number 1 to Bing Bong Esports.
Like with that overclock at the end of the round there, he was just cleaning up, and like even with that 1 kill on the board, not able to touch the point. And first round, Bing Bong Esports a pretty commanding lead. So we're gonna have to see how RT Academy is able to adapt and maybe change up any of their composition here.
They're gonna try their hardest, and really the main point I want to keep eyes on is again this fact that they have yet to really I want to say lose out as hard as we would assume, right? They have always, even at the end, we saw OKS in some perilous positioning. No matter if they feel out of position or not, they always have a way to keep themselves in control, and I think that's a really, really big point. RIT Academy still sticking with that Widowmaker, which I'm not sure Blue Jay is really enjoying right now. Last time got locked out very quickly on, but this time finds a beautiful headshot on Final Orbit to kick things off. RIT Academy saying, give us a chance. Blue Jay turning on the afterbooth, takes out Trick Plays as well.
Blue Jay with 3 kills. Maybe the tides have shifted, but Mikey going for that duel, getting pressured out by Minky. But wow, Blue Jay, it's just another day of the shooting range, and he's just getting 4 kills. This seems like this fight is going squarely in RIT Academy's favor, carried on the back of Blue Jay.
Where was this RIT Academy before? What the heck? Blue Jay destroys Bing Bong Esports in a matter of seconds. You see Bing Bong Esports, they're like, what the heck just happened? We were trying to ding dong Jish and we got clocked outside the head. Blue Jay ramped it up to Mach 6 and sent it, but this time around they are ready for it. Bing Bong Esports getting lock, stock, and barrel on Blue Jay, who is running for their life, and OKS finds it. Beautiful job of identifying the big carry and knocking him out quickly. RIT Academy on their first defensive hold on this point don't seem to be able to do so. Bing Bong Esports still lining up that kill feed. Poppy was only able to take out Final Orbit's utility, and RIT Academy cannot hold control. Bing Bong Esports in a simple movement shatter the hold of RIT Academy.
Like you said, over late, Bing Bong Esports really found what that key was for RIT. They just walk on to Blue Jay. They don't give him the space. They don't give him the lineups, and he just falls over. That Reinhardt just charges straight into him, gives him a swing, a fire strike, and it's just all over for RIT Academy. They're gonna have to make something happen now.
Just the speed at which they identified and moved in. Bing Bong Esports have done so well. Now we're gonna see Blue Jay. Oh, even with the ulti, can't hold it. Trick Plays being tricky on the back line, and OKS now free to go ham, knowing that the DPS is okay. The Reinhardt laying in as much as possible. In goes the Diva Bomb. Are you gonna find anything? The shield is decimated, but now the Shatter goes in. You don't actually knock anyone down, though. Is a little bit too early, so that means Minky is allowed to walk away. Poppy is gonna get the revive on Skomo, but Goku is gonna find Blue Jay. Link takes out Mikey, and it's just all crazy. Trick Plays looking with that bomb, hoping to find an opening on the back end as Bing Bong Esports lose 1, lose 2, lose 3. And it looks like RIT Academy are fighting back. They are going to get a retake, and for the first time, we are seeing a trade of retake values from teams.
We saw a little bit of that split and focus coming from Bing Bong. They just tunnel vision into Blue Jay, but that just lets the rest of the team, they can just pick the rest up, because they were sending 2 people to go on to Blue Jay, and then just the rest of RIT Academy just can walk through and take as much space. And they're going to be able to get that control back to the point here. So maybe they're going to have to change their lineup again. But Blue Jay, just once again, he just has free reign again. We're going to see if he gets any picks coming off. But wow, Goku really just harassing Blue Jay. It's astonishing.
It hurts so much to see. And I mean, Bing Bong Esports, it feels like if they take down Blue Jay, it's a win for them. If RIT keep Blue Jay alive, it's a win on their end. And it's going back and forth. Big snipe out of the air as Final Orbit finds Poppy, just kind of meandering around. Unfortunate grab there as Blue Jay is able to trigger off one of the traps. He's going to get some good damage, but where is it located? That's going to be a snipe. Mikey is down. Down goes the Sojourn, and they might find it again. Look how close those percentages are. 75 to 76. RIT Academy trying to play off of the kill on Mikey. Are they going to find it? In goes the bomb. Not going to find anyone. Trick Plays loses out on that LT. Going to look for another one. OKS now in the middle. Low HP, though, trying to stay alive, and it looks like just a little bit of invulnerability is going to be enough. Goku finds Blue Jay, and you know what that means. All hands on deck. Bing Bong Esports trying to run rampant, but that is going to be a tag on top of the point. Can Bing Bong Esports get back in time? RIT Academy, watch as Mikey slaughters 2. Final Orbit finds Link, and it's going to be OT and bust for RIT Academy. They make it look close, but Bing Bong Esports says no deal. BBE taking map number 1.
Mikey really there. He was just free firing. It was just like Blue Jay from that first round. He just gets pick after pick. It's so hard for RIT Academy to make anything work when their whole team is just keeps getting killed by this Sojourn with a railgun.
Yeah, and we can see here Mikey getting some amazing kills, but even in the chat, we saw huge respect being paid over to Blue Jays Factor, right? Huge props just saying, hey, dang, that Widowmaker hits way harder than we expected. And you could even see it in the gameplay. So huge respect handed over and a very nice adjustment. But we know where RIT Academy are laid in. Blue Jay giving them a lot of hope here. And that's all you really need. One hope to stave off. We saw how close that round number 2 was. 76% and counting, right? If a single turn did not go their way, RIT Academy could have been pushing for a round 3.
Yeah, we really saw how Blue Jay was able to just facilitate all of those picks. We're going to see if the RIT Academy can counter-adapt to how Bing Bong was able to just swarm on a Jay there. And we're going to see if they are going to change their gameplay style to facilitate Jay even more. Or if they're going to, you saw a little bit there, they're going to maybe take that counter-dive approach where they're just going to walk onto the rest of the team and ignore. Just let Jay die. It doesn't matter. When they can just kill the rest of their team as well.
Yeah, and if you were to apply a little bit more pressure to Blue Jay, if you were to allow a little bit more, a little bit more sustain and support over there, what would you actually apply in, right? What would you give to Blue Jay to hopefully facilitate a bit more action and allow Blue Jay a bit more freedom?
We saw Blue Jay on that Widowmaker there. He was just the one getting all the picks because we saw on that map just lends itself to those long sight lines. So we're going to maybe see him, honestly, I keep saying it, maybe he's going to switch over to that Sojourn and they're going to just keep playing this normal, just as much putting all the stuff in the Sojourn, because you saw Mikey, he was getting all of those railgun shots and it's just as much as he wanted. But it looks like for this next map, we're going to be going back to Kings Row, another one. But Kings Row, you saw in that first round, that first point, there's going to be a lot of that Widowmaker versus Widowmaker. Maybe Blue Jay is going to make some magic happen, but maybe he's going to get shut down by Mikey.
Yeah, and I feel this Kings Row is unfortunately a bit more obvious of where the initial Widowmaker is going to be, right? A huge point in that control is I think Blue Jay just knew the angles for that second round, right? There were some angles that were just absolutely phenomenal, right? Through some of the cracks, through some of those openings inside of the map, it found a lot of opportunities. But in Kings Row, it's kind of just there, right? The initial start, if you're on the attack, is very obvious. It's up in the steeple. You know where that Widowmaker is going to be, so you know how to take him out. Second option around is really only on the outside play. There's not too many options for Blue Jay to make it work. So we'll see. Bing Bong Esports don't have to worry as much about those corner options. And we are going to see that swap. So we can see the Bastion being held here by Blue Jay. Very, very different, right? We were saying the Sojourn, but the Sojourn is actually going to Lank. If they do plan to hold this, it does lend itself to a bit of a difference, and Blue Jay is actually going to swap over to the Echo. So a lot of question marks marked up here for the attacking side. Bing Bong Esports, though, changing things up. Sojourn and the Reaper. And the tank is what we're questioning here. So OKS has played a plethora of different sorts and is going to go for that Junker Queen. A little bit different here. I like this.
We saw Minky on that Junker Queen from when we streamed their match earlier. Maybe we're going to see him switch from the Reinhardt over to the Junker Queen, but Bing Bong Esports, it seems like they're not even going to try to contest that Widowmaker with the Sojourn and the Reaper. Blue Jay switching over to the Hanzo, just looking for another poke out, I guess. But, oh, and he's back onto the Widowmaker, maybe searching for that head again.
Such a quiet spot, and now the chase in. Lank on top is going to try and pop someone. It's a very split fight. OKS with the Wrecking Ball is going to have some fun rolling around here. And this one's a bit more damaging. Remember, OKS has been up in front lines, but not really with the big damage dealers, not with the guns out. Has been just kind of disrupting all the attacks. And now Blue Jay on that Widowmaker is going to be taking snapshots, gets a little bit of fragment damage, but is into the front lines and now getting chased on the other side. This is absolutely crazy. Blue Jay gets annihilated. Lank is going to get annihilated. RIT Academy have lost multiple members, and they're so close to taking that third square, but they cannot. The third section, they are not going to find it as Bing Bong Esports clap them and keep them from getting the first third.
You saw Bing Bong Esports there off the start. It seemed like they were giving up a lot of space, almost like RIT Academy was going to just take it for free, but Bing Bong Esports said it was just a lure, a bait, because they just all swoop in, kill Blue Jay, and then it's just clean up for the rest of the team.
And now they go again, and we know what Wrecking Ball can do. The Wrecking Ball meta back in Overwatch 1 was nasty, and it's still very prevalent here in Overwatch 2. OKS just in the middle, giving him no chance to slow down. Blue Jay is able to find OKS, but Trick Plays follows it back up. Blue Jay, though, finding a few more and finally falls. So trades all the way around, leaves Bing Bong Esports in a little bit difficult situation. The hack comes through as Mikey is taken quite low and now has to run for their life. The Annihilation works as Lank is gonna be a surprise factor. RIT Academy looking to try and get on point, but they can't. Goku is right there, ready to heal, ready to be in front, and with the ulti available, could speed up the rest of the team. You can see here Minky on point, ready to hold them off, and it's going to be contested once again. 2 minutes left, plenty of time for RIT Academy to be in their face, and they hold it down. Well timed, well held. Blue Jay on that Reaper makes a statement.
And don't forget to count out that shatter. Minky just really making stuff happen, especially with that charge connecting onto OKS. And once again, OKS just escaping with a hair's breadth of health. But it seems like Bing Bong Esports, they're gonna have to give this up here, and they're gonna have to fight for this recontest now.
For the first time, we get to see Kings Row go to the second portion, the escort. Trying to push that payload as quickly as possible. Mikey finding Blue Jay, though, off the rip. And that leaves a large gap in RIT's formation. They are not going to be able to hold steady as Mikey is now free to run rampant. Minky is down, so is Poppy. Link and Skomo will fall shortly after. Link actually gets out of dodge very quickly. As Skomo is dead. As soon as they revive, they will have their second chance.
It's that overclock coming out from Bing Bong Esports on Mikey. He's going to get all those picks, but RT Academy, they invested too well to their own, and it did not work out in their favor. So Link going to be looking for a little bit more space here, but Blue Jay taken out once again.
Yeah, and that was a hardy battle. Right now, Trick Plays is just going to be up in their face, and with that Reaper is going to annihilate everyone on that payload. A beautiful job to slow them down again as 3 minutes are now on the clock. Beautiful scratch of Link. Remember, with this hacker, it's a bit difficult without that teleport. Without the teleport in hand, you're running for your life. Right now, Goku sending in a little bit of help. The boost is there. Are they really going to find anything? It's counteracted by a huge Hail Mary, but Minky is able to grab only one. Trick Plays is going to light up that kill feed once again. RIT Academy are forced to back away in devastating fashion as the old clash goes Bing Bong Esports' way.
They're fighting right outside of RT Academy spawn right here. They're not even giving them an inch, not even just nowhere to breathe. And even with all those ultimates coming out in that tiny corridor, there was just nothing that RT Esports could do here. And Bing Bong Esports, Mikey has that overclock online again, and we're gonna expect him to make something happen again with that. But it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because Blue Jay Poppy just annihilate them. Mikey and Trick Plays are dead. The decimation from RIT Academy lending itself to another push. And again, they lost a minute and a half there, but if they're able to get close to that checkpoint, that's gonna be huge. But look at Minky. Minky just said, get down here, fight me if you dare. Link is gonna find Goku a huge pick and another grab, and OKS is down. Remember, OKS has been struggling here in this map. The first time we've seen OKS not really be at that perfect position, even switching here to a brand new tank, just trying to find anything to give them an advantage.
We saw OKS play on that Roadhog earlier, but now with Minky on the Roadhog, maybe OKS is gonna switch off to Zarya. Because Minky, right now, he's just standing in the front, and RT Academy has almost pushed the payload to the third point now. So we're expecting to see some ultimates come out of Bing Bong Esports and RT Academy to make this contest or this capture happen.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't think they're gonna invest it at all. We can see it here. It's gonna touch down 1.95 meters, and this shouldn't be too difficult to take out. In goes the beat down. The beat drop, holds it. And do they get it? It's still contested. Oh my gosh, they're actually contesting really well here. Trick Plays actually find Skomo. No way they contest after that beat drop, and they find it. A return of the Death Blossom. They bring their own strength forward, and Bing Bong Esports stop the payload at 1.95 meters.
Less than 2 meters away, like you said, Orbital. Trick Plays coming out with that massive Death Blossom and just the picks, and it just really seemed like Blue Jay wasn't able to close out any of the kills there, even when he was harassing their backline. And we're gonna see Minky with that whole hog here, hunting for a kill on OKS, but OKS 10% away from that Graviton Surge, and it's really gonna hurt if they're all standing close together.
And Goku sending down that ulti just straight through the middle and might actually find Link on the flank. They do. Look at that draw in though. OKS bringing them all together. It is a team team kill at a crucial moment. RIT Academy watched in the final seconds. Bing Bong Esports allow the control point to be taken, but the payload will be pushed no further.
OKS and Guku, just so much damage, so much pressure. And you know, RT Academy, they have to make it to the point. They have to walk down that corridor, but OKS is too little too late. And just they're all graviton surged, and there's nowhere they can go except into the loving embrace of Trick Play's shotguns.
You know, the worst feeling in the world is when you are forced to be embraced by shotties. It feels real bad here. And RIT Academy, they honestly, they have been pushing so hard the entire time. I give them a lot of props here because we saw, right, the trickiness that came out of them every so often. You see that glorious play coming in from Blue Jay, Minky, Link, Poppy, and Skomo. We see them kind of all on the same page, and they catch Bing Bong Esports by surprise. It's been a very, very nice thing. And those single moments can be the make or break chances, right? We saw it, right? 1.95 meters from the end. It was so dang close. But now Bing Bong Esports get a chance of their own. How quickly will they take over? That is the big question. Rocking the same style. Mikey Trick Plays back on their signatures. Well, Mikey on the Sojourn and Trick Plays on that Reaper. Final Orbit and Guku ready to go on the heels.
Hey, just like you said earlier, Orbital, for the first time, they're going to have to capture a little bit more than that first third of this point on King's Row. So we can't count out RT Academy yet. There's still a whole 112 meters that Bing Bong Esports is going to have to push their way through. And maybe RT is going to be able to strengthen themselves together and hold them off.
Big catch there, Blue Jay locking them all out here, but Mikey was ready to go. Blue Jay is going to find OKS to start. That's a huge grab again. OKS falling so quickly. It feels like RITF said, okay, focus fire OKS if we're going to get that chance. And the first push is stalled. Very nicely done by RIT Academy. Can they do it a second time though? Minky being pushed out of that corral and now sectioned off into this little hallway. Trying to hold it off for the rest of the team, and the rest of Bing Bong Esports trying to chase forward. In goes Minky. Can you find anyone? You are able to force them out themselves, but Mikey finds Poppy on the back. Blue Jay finding Link and so much more. Guku is going to find Blue Jay, and it feels like it's two back and forth. Bing Bong Esports, though, with a few more members up and alive. Guku with the finisher on Skomo. And then all is done. RIT Academy about to lose Minky, and they do. Good cleanup. Bing Bong Esports a little bit more heavy-handed, but they are able to make it work.
You saw there that Holden Hotel, it just did not work out that second time because Bing Bong Esports, they knew that was happening. That element of surprise doesn't work anymore when they realize that, oh, they're just going to swarm onto us out of this corner. But RT Esports walking in, they might be able to make a recontest happen here, but oh, a little bit too late on that one.
The retake and the revenge will have to start later on. Now remember, a lot of time on the clock, 5 minutes total for Bing Bong Esports. And for them, it's almost like a walk in the park. So right now, RIT Academy trying to lay in, trying to hold off this first walkway. It is going to be their stalwart path. Bing Bong Esports wants to charge off those ultis a bit more. Is Minky with a great shatter. Is it going to find two? Guku and OKS are down, but the heals keep them alive. Bing Bong Esports fight their way through it. They find Skomo, and they're going to find a few more. Bing Bong Esports, what a brutal defense. Final Orbit finds Minky, and RIT Academy have to fall back.
Man, Orbital, we were talking about that importance earlier, how Mikey and OKS are making stuff happen. But Guku really shining here with just keeping his team alive all of the time. That Suzu, when that Earth Shatter came down, it just kept them all alive. It seemed like it was just something that was going to happen, but Orbit and Guku, the two of them working together, it seems like Bing Bong Esports is not dying at all.
Nope. Bing Bong Esports have that perfect combination, that feels good style, the one that keeps them all in the force as OKS goes absolute beast mode and then falls. Unfortunately, beast mode has been cut very, very short. Blue Jay said, not today. You got a little bit too over aggressive, and because of that, we get a chance to push back.
Bing Bong Esports seems like they're caught on the back foot just the second time here after that first point. Maybe RT Academy going to be stabilized here and hold them for the rest of this 3.5 minutes. A lot of the ultimates getting used from the side of Bing Bong Esports. We saw that Rampage come out from OKS, who's now switching to the Doomfist. Didn't seem like anything connected there, and Gugu also used that Kitsune Rush. So we're going to see RT Academy with an ultimate advantage here, but Trickplay still has that Blossom. But Blue Jay.
I mean, Blue Jay just on that Junkrat. I love it so much. The tire fighting Mikey. Junkrat will always be my love all the way through, and it seems to have thrown everyone for a little bit of a loop. Minky with a long-range kill on Final Orbit, and they clean house. Are they going to do it? RIT are one short of a team kill wipe. What an amazing comeback here. Bing Bong Esports taken by surprise by Blue Jay.
Honestly, though, if you're Bing Bong Esports in this situation, you're pretty content with that fight. You didn't have to use anything, but you got that tire out from Blue Jay, and now you're coming up with more of those ultimates. You're trying to balance that playing field, but Goku just caught out by Blue Jay again.
Yeah, Blue Jay, this Junkrat, I'm not sure if Bing Bong Esports were really accounting for it, and you saw it, right? Oh, that's a good shatter. Are they going to find more? OKS is going to get annihilated, so Bing Bong Esports are trying to hold up. Trick Plays is going to find an opportunity, but the beat drop is going to keep them just alive for a little bit longer. Link is now going to fall. Blue Jay is dead. Minky, ScoMo, and Poppy have to do what they can, and Minky with the 10-player kill streak is going to walk forward. Bing Bong Esports, they did what they could, and they're still not on that payload. This is going to be a little bit of a problem here as Minky is going to get all the heals in the world, and now the backline is getting absolutely gobsmacked. RIT Academy, though, have waited long enough, and in come Blue Jay and Lank with the ultis all online.
It's a little under 2 minutes here. Minky with a massive Earth Shatter connecting with just the right amount of people here. No Suzu coming out from Goku. They're just going to be able to clean up really easily here. OKS caught out. Trick Play is the only one left. Is he going to get any kills here on the way out? Doesn't seem like it. RT Academy, minute and a half left. Seems like they might have been able to find their footing against Bing Bong Esports, and that constant onslaught is going to be switched as OKS moves back to the Reinhardt, and Orbit goes back to that Baptiste.
I mean, this is going to be the last swap, right? This is the last swap for the team, Bing Bong Esports. You have a minute and a half to make something happen. And it's surprising to see Bing Bong Esports on that defensive right now. They're going to try one last push. Ultis are up. Blue Jay and Lank both have ultis alive. And Lank is going to look for it. In goes the Death Blossom, possibly still trying to create space. Not going to have the opening. ScoMo's going to drop a little bit of that Matrix. And look at Lank. Lank with the flank. Are you going to find it? You get into the back line. You get a little bit of damage and now going to chase forward. But Bing Bong Esports are not ready for it. That is a huge Death Blossom. And you find it. 3 kills. A brutal opening. RIT Academy say, get out of our house. We will stop you at the doorstep. Final Orbit is going to fire back, but it's not going to be enough. Bing Bong Esports were completely swamped there.
You see Mikey also using that overclock here. He's holding his own, but he's just going to get zoned out even more as RIT Academy and Bing Bong Esports, they're going to have to come back here to this fight as both of their teams are respawning. Okay, it's going to have the Shatter coming online, and wow, Minky just getting knocked over. It is going to be really hard for RIT Academy to come back from this one as Bing Bong Esports seems like they might be able to push it all the way. But there's still that 15 seconds, and they got a couple more meters to go still.
They really do. 10 seconds left, but you see the ultis once again. Blue Jay and Minky are the 2 with 2 alive. And they're getting ready. Bing Bong Esports are holding it forward. This is the last tick. Oh, a Shatter on the back end, though. Minky falls right before it happens. So Bing Bong Esports are able to get back and hold on to it. It is a stalwart time, overtime here. Trick Plays is able to find one. Final Orbit goes down. Trick Plays is going to look to the back, and it seems they've done it. They have! They hold it down, and Bing Bong Esports swing it home. Ding Dong Ditch makes it own. And it's a 2-0 over RIT Academy.
We saw a lot of that close fights there, but Bing Bong Esports, just that last fight, they were able to eke out just a little bit more value, and just RIT Academy, they kept trickling away. But this was that one massive overtime, just preventing it from letting RIT Academy touch that point.
I mean, you know what? We had 2-0s across the board, Skyfoes. We had 2-0s every single match. I don't care. That final match looks so good. Huge props to RIT Academy because we knew how strong Bing Bong were. We knew what they could bring to the table, and yet we saw them take it to them, right? Blue Jay showing up at the very end, and the rest of the team in that game number 2 bringing the absolute firepower.
Yeah, RIT Academy, they really, they put their A game up, but Bing Bong Esports just able to keep that little bit of consistency. They managed to adapt just right at the very end, and Kings Row ends up going back to Bing Bong Esports for the 2-0 victory here in our third Hall of Heroes.
And I gotta ask you, Skyfoes, I want to ask your opinion here because Bing Bong Esports are the first 2-time champions here at the Hall of Heroes. They have now won 2 of the 3 tournaments that we've hosted here with GLG in conjunction with Community Gaming, amazing sponsors all the way through. who would you say is our MVP from this squad here tonight? Because there were so many amazing plays, so many amazing moments. Is there a favorite, or is just everyone too good to pick from?
Man, I'm going to be honest. We were talking this a lot, but I really feel like OKS, these past other maps, maybe not this one as much, but OKS really was just the backbone of Bing Bong, just facilitating so much of the space taking. And it's not like he was lacking on those kills either, because that kill feed was also lit up with OKS and Mikey at the same time. But I really just feel like OKS was the absolute difference maker. And you saw that Earth Shatter on the last point of King's Row. If that hadn't connected, then that very last fight, RT Academy might have been able to swing that fight a little bit differently.
Yeah, OKS, our stalwart MVP, tank turned DPS in the tank role. A beautiful job all the way through from the side of Bing Bong Esports. Congratulations on the second win all the way through the Hall of Heroes tournament here with GLG, sponsored by Community Gaming. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want more tournaments upcoming next week, we will have the weekly Valorant tournament. The Pit of Valor number 106 will be taking things on. Make sure to sign up quickly because those spots tend to fill up so quickly. Also next week will be the Hall of Heroes number 4. If you feel you could take on the side of Bing Bong Esports, go ahead and sign up. It is free entry for both those tournaments. Huge shout out to HyperX and Greenlight for kitting out everything at the GLG Gaming Lounge once again over there in the Rochester area, 22nd floor of the Innovation Square. Make sure to go get your game on if you feel like you don't have the peripherals and the setup to go ahead and power through some of those amazing teams. If you're interested in joining the tournaments but worry that you can't sign up at the very end, go ahead and sign up for GLG Country Club membership, which only one of your players needs to have. With $10 a month, you can go ahead and get premium access to all the tournaments no matter how late you sign up. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Orbital. With me, of course, was Skyfos and our production in the back. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great night.
Left it to the bank like go. Left it to the bank like I got it in 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s, 10s, 20, 50, 100s. Left it to the bank like pedal to the floor, need no brake lights. In the dark, watch it make light. I'm a star, got no stage fright. Please don't get me mad, I'm a nice guy. My baby say I'm cute, yeah, I'm type 5. I be waking up when